Yo, yo. What's up? What's up? Let me get this started up here and there, everywhere. Let me make sure we got things situated here. Let's see. Studio, Solo, what up? What up? Yo. What's going on? Okay, we look good there. Look good there. Let me head over here to you. Make sure I got things situated. Throwbacks, what's up, throwbacks? Morning, Pat. What's going on? Morning, Pat. What's going on? My lighting a little messed up today, but that's neither here or there. I think we set up good to go on Facebook and all that. Hopefully within another few days they will. Let me see if I can resize this chat a little bit. I think that'd be cool. I'll resize that to right there, or maybe put it over there. Maybe put it in the front here. Who knows? I'll put it right there for right now. If I have to move it, I'll move it. Um, what's the deal though? Was going through the motions, didn't really. I guess I'll go through the motions today, right here. I'll go through the motions today, right here. I was taking some notes. I'm back here. I was late again today, so it is what it is. We'll go through the motions right here. I'll compile a list of what I like and what I've been seeing, and it is what it is. Last night I took the over 4.5 for team total for the Mets. I was tired. I just couldn't figure out which bats I really wanted to target, so I ended up taking the 4.5 over 4.5 team total. I think they're gonna put up runs, right? Let's take a look at the weather. I haven't looked at the weather today. Let's take a look at that. Um, no, but I do plus monies like minus 115s and shit like that every single day, and I'm gonna incorporate that. I'm gonna incorporate that when I start, dropping the just dropping straight picks every single day, right? Uh, I feel like in baseball you have to do that more than anything. I ain't gonna say more than anything, but I think in baseball, and then with all the different alternate options they give you, I think you have to. I ain't gonna say have to, but controlling your destiny is always key. I hit the most like that. I hit the most like that. So I hit the most like that, and maybe I'll just I would do it every day, but I never did the challenge. I don't have the patience for the challenge. I don't have the patience for the challenge. Maybe if I roll it over 2 or 3 times, but that's as far as I'll go. I need to bring my money home, man. Studio, but select, but I'll be dropping those. I'll be dropping those. I supposed to did it yesterday, but I mean I supposed to start it Monday with all this shit, but um I've been trying to learn graphics and everything. I got my sons and them trying to teach me that shit, and it's just not working out. Maybe I'll just have them do graphics and stuff like that because I want to have fun like everybody else is doing. But at the end of the day, Tampa Bay Rays and New York Yankees. There's some spotty drizzle and maybe a late legit downpour in the area this afternoon. If that one legit downpour ends up over the ballpark, we'll get a delay. Otherwise, we play fine. Either way, the game will finish. Let's see, take this down. Tiff, what's up? Good morning, Tiff. What's going on? Hold on, let me see. Okay, there we go. I need to figure out where I want this when I go big screen. Let me find out I'm going to have to blow that profile picture up. Good morning, Tiffany. Detroit and Cleveland. Afternoon rain is clearing out. First pitch, low chance of a brief late start, nothing worse than that. St. Louis at Pittsburgh, light-ish rain clearing around or just after the first pitch. I think still worst case scenario, here's just a late start and play. But the likelihood of a late start looks much higher than Cleveland. Cincinnati, Atlanta. I'm not too impressed by the storm coverage here, or at least by the model of. Go on somewhere, Tiffany. I'm not too pressed for the storm coverage here, or at least the model description of the storm coverage, but I won't fully dismiss a chance of something popping right over the stadium. Philly and Minnesota. If we trust the forecast models this far out, slow-moving storms pop north of Minnesota and drift towards the ballpark, arriving around 11 p.m. That will give us a clean and dry game. If those storms pop farther out south, it could be big trouble. I think it likely works out fine, but I want to see the radar pregame to have a good feel for it. Tiffany say, blow it up. Tiffany say, blow that joint up. All right, let me blow it up real quick. Tiffany say, blow it up. Blow it up. Tiffany say, blow it up. Hey, blow it up. Hey. Let me stop playing, man. Turn it the other way. However you want to do it. Now I done fucked up. I don't even know what I did. Oh, no. What did I do, Tip? You done broke the internet. You got your shit frontwards and backwards, goddamn it. How did I? Now that I don't know what to do. Now you got me having to work. Let me see. What up, Chamberlain? Oh, shit. I got this backwards now. Jesus Christ. What do I have to do to change this shit back? Let me see. Rename. Transform. Probably transform. Okay. Bam. There we go. We back. All right. What up, Devontae? What's going on? Let's get paid today, man. Let's go through the slate. Let's see what the deal is. All right. Let's go through the slate and see what we got. All right. So, first and foremost, let's get to the first game. Tampa Bay Rays are the New York Yankees. I took a look at this game last night, and truth be told, select. Truth be told, man, I don't know really what to. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here, right? But what I did like, let's take a look at that. So first and foremost, I looked at Rodon, I looked at Littell, and I just don't know. Y'all have to help me out with things or whatever the case may be. I'd lean towards the over here. I think runs get put up here. I think that's a little too small. Maybe you have to bring it up just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. All right. So I think runs get put up here. But what I did, like, I'll show you guys what I liked, right? I'll show you guys what I liked. So, this is what I liked. I liked Randy Rosarina, man. I like Randy Rosarina, man, straight up. So, let's go Tampa Bay, right? Let's go this way. Let's go down here. Swing it down here. What y'all like? Y'all like the short screen or the full screen better, man? Y'all like the short screen or the full screen better? Let me get a vote since I got some regulars in here. Y'all like the short screen or the full screen better? Which one y'all like better? Or it don't matter? Tiffany said full. Tiffany said full. The guy had a do fool. I had to go back and figure it out this morning. Okay. So, select say full. Everybody, we got a full count there. What up, Santana? What's going on? What up, my boy? Um, he said, Devontae said, don't matter as long as the tickets hit. I see myself, that girl so fine. I put a stamp of approval on that. I put a stamp of approval on that. Makes it easier to chat. Makes it easier to chat and see the screen. So okay, so y'all like this is better. All right. Tampa Bay. So what I liked here was, I ain't gonna lie, I like Randy Rosarina. There's a couple other guys that looked okay, but I liked Randy Rosarina here. um, I don't know what the deal was with Yandy. I don't know if he's hurt or whatever the case may be, but um, he's not in the confirmed lineup. Randy would be hitting cleanup. Okay, Randy would be hitting cleanup. Okay, y'all should have been said something. So Randy be hitting cleanup here. A decent little RBI spot if he can figure it out. We only have one lefty in the lineup, so we got a confirmed lineup right now. We only got one lefty in the lineup, so that's interesting. So, um, hmm, and I think the lefties looked kind of okay, but we'll see. So going back here where we were, so Rosarina, right? Over the course of the last 4 weeks versus left-hand pitching, he's looked okay. All right. He does have a bomb versus this pitch mix within the last week. Series popped for you. Yeah, I see series popping. Randy Rosarina is definitely so the series good for a bomb. We know this for sure. The K rate is what really gets me, but he's definitely good for a bomb, right? A Rosarina, he's got that isolated. He's on fire right now with the isolated power sitting at 692 right now. Versus pitch mix, that's lit for me with the barrel percentage of 23 and 66 hard rate with a low ass K rate of 7% right now. That just means he's more than likely he's on fire, right? So at the end of the day, I like him. So looking at the percentage of the pitches that he's throwing, he's throwing that fastball 44% of the time, the slider, and then the changeup. That's what I got to filter to. If I take out that changeup, what do we see? Rosarina is still around 333, right? Yandy Diaz hurt, whatever the case may be. A hit all the way up to a home run, bro. A hit all the way up to a home run. Truthfully, I ain't gonna lie, but just going through the motions. Like I said, I took that changeup down. He was throwing that 17% of the time, and then the slider and the fastball. He's throwing that the slider 44 and the fastball 24. Right. So if I take that slider down, as we know now, Rosarina, he's still, over the course of the last 4 weeks, we have to expand that out to about at least a 2-month span. Let me see. Now I'll go 6 weeks just to see how, give it a little bit more, a big of a sample size. Not a lot of sample size. They haven't seen a lot. Right? Haven't seen a lot. So Siri still looks good in that time span. And his K percentage going down. That's predominantly against the fastball. Now add that sinker back in there. Oh no, what is it? The slider. I'm sorry. Add the slider back in there. Then we get Randy back in the fold with a lower K rate, and then Sirius striking out more. So we know that slider is getting a little bit iffy. If I take that fastball down, a Rosarina, only not a lot of not a big sample size though. That's the only thing that's killing me is the sample size, right? But at the end of the day, between these batters, I guess you have to look at a Rosarina, and so Siri is not good, a not good slider hitter. So you'll have to look at Rosarina and probably Siri here. If Yandy was playing, then I'd love Yandy. Siri does have a high K rate. That's coming in probably from that slider. And then Randy Rosarina, he just looks pretty good right now. And I haven't been betting on him. I've been losing money on him. And that just makes me feel like not really getting on it, like just not jumping on the bandwagon. But at the end of the day, you can see like this is filtered over the course of the last 2 months. So however you want to look at it, you can look at Siri, Rosarina, the Babbitt for these guys here. The isolated power for Siri is up right along with Randy. The isolated power is pretty high there. And the strikeouts are pretty much down except for everybody, except for the usual suspects, except for Siri. So I ended up picking out Randy out of the bunch just for the sole fact that recently versus this pitch mix, he looked okay, right? Recently versus this pitch mix here, okay. And then I could even come in a little bit closer, but it don't matter because it's a small sample size. I would probably look at hits, runs, and RBIs. I ain't even gonna lie because let me see. Who is that? Rodon. It's hard to put a read on Rodon, right? I don't know what the fuck. At the end of the day, he looked like he's been being trashed. Okay, he looked like he's been being trashed. This Yankees team is at home. He got a 4 ERA at home and 5 on the road. He got a 239 average in general to lefties, 253 to righties. He looks he got weird splits. Like at home versus lefties, looks like he's pitching his worst. At home versus righties, it looks like he's pitching his best. On the road, it looks like he's pitching his worst to righties. So I just don't know what to expect here, right? I don't. What I did want to do was I did want to slide over here. I want to take an individual look at these lefties and righties right real quick. Yeah. So he's got 14 home runs to right-hand batters on the season to that splitter. I mean, that's fastball, right? He got 14 home runs to that fastball on the season there, right? With a batting average of 264 on that fastball. You think they're gonna win? But yeah, so I had to go look at that fastball. This is just the righties. So he's definitely giving up power with that fastball, okay? He's definitely giving up power with that fastball to lefties. Not so much power as he is versus righties. And that was another bump for me when it comes to these righties. So he's giving up power to these righties with that fastball. And you couple that with the fact that he's throwing that fastball 44% of the time to righties. As you can see, I could have looked right here too. To righties. Right here. Oh, this is over the course of 2 months. Over the course of 2 months, he's given up 8 home runs to righties, right? With a 11 extra base hits. Okay. So, and then he just can't stop throwing it at 44%. The last month, maybe let's look at the last month, what he's been throwing in the last month, which shouldn't be nothing. So I'm not even going to look at that. He's still throwing that fastball and the slider and a little bit more of the changeup, but that's still not a big sample size for me. Usually, I think you at least need the last 2 months at least. So I'll leave it at that, the last 2 months. So it is what it is, right? He's giving up power on that fastball and just filtering us here to the fastball and how people have fared versus this fastball. You can look at the isolated power here over the last 3 weeks. He's only faced this that means let's go back to the drawing board again. We're gonna go 6 weeks here versus that fastball. Paredes, I'm Isolated Power versus 750. Rosarina, 2 bombs, 850. Siri doesn't have a bomb, but he got 3 extra base hits. Randy Rosarina's 80% hard hit. He's striking out like a motherfucker though, but it is what it is, right? So, if you think these motherfuckers just gonna lamp on one, then guys like him, they got a good chance to hit a bomb there. Okay. Not saying that it's gonna happen, but it's got a good chance to. Um, Tiffany said yes. Yankees been ass lately, and I only mess with them because my cousin loves the Yankees and the Mets. Right. Well, it was some Yankees bats that I did take a look at. But right here, let me take a look here. Let me see. Let me get some DVP. Right. Let me get some DVP up. So, see how they fared against him. So we got the Yankees and Tampa Bay, right? Tampa Bay Rays. So Isaac Paredes is 2 for 6. He's got a bomb. Randy Rosarina is 3 for 7, 1 single, 1 double, and a bomb. Brandon Lowe got a bomb. He's a lefty. Um, Rosario, 2 singles and a bomb. So there's a couple guys on this team got a bomb versus him already, right? Um, um, yeah, definitely, definitely. So it's definitely a pick your poison type of play here. That's what we do this for. We go over this shit every single day just to see, what I'm saying, what we like, who we like, and whatever the case may be. So you can pick who you want to pick or whatever the case may be. I'm liking Rosarina, pause, no homo, whatever you want to say. But it is what it is, right? So that's what I'm looking at right now. I can look at the Yankee side if you want me to. I think I seen Soto. I think I seen Soto. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I seen Soto. Um, it's hard for me it was a little bit hard, unless I was tired last night, but it was a little bit hard for me to decipher who I really, really liked in these instances right here. Let's see. Can't exactly tell. I think it was Gleyber Torres, the one who kind of I know, right? I know, right? I think it was Gleyber Torres. I think that was the one, right? I think he was the one, right? So, I know, right, Tiff? Um, let me see. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Righties. Okay, so, um, over the last couple of weeks here, I can bring it on into the last 3 weeks here. Let's see if anything pop up a little bit more sexier there. So versus this pitch mix, Judge don't look so hot. He don't look so hot. Actually, pretty much nobody. The last few weeks, they ain't been striking out though. I'll tell you that they ain't been striking out. Let me see some last 6 weeks here. Not too bad of striking out here. Judge got a 194 average on this mix here. Now, how about the lefties? Maybe it was okay. I think it was Soto and I think it was Grisham. I think those were the guys that looked good to me. Let me see. Let me make sure. I think it was Soto and Grisham. Yeah, I think I'm remembering that. Yeah. So over the last month, 4 weeks, it was Soto and Grisham. Okay. So, I mean, not big plate appearances or nothing like that, but Soto, he's got five extra base hits in this time span, one home run, seven hard hits. The barrel percentage is up, hard hit percentage is up, line drive is up, fly ball is meh, and then the 13% K rate looks really, really good. Nobody really has a high K rate between these lefties except for Ben Rice. So it is what it is. I know, right? This ain't it, right? I know, right? uh, yeah, dude, I got girls messing with me. Yeah, I do got girls messing with me right now. I'm back single. I'm trying to take notes so you distract. It's going down, man. It's going down. We got to turn this motherfucker to the spice room in a minute. But yeah, man, Soto and Grisham look good. So those are two bats that we can look at there. Soto and Grisham looked good, especially Soto. Looking at Soto the last week right here, he does have six at bats, three hits. He's batting 500, and two of those, I guess, two of those three hits were extra base hits. So it is what it is. Don't matter what's going on. Soto and Grisham look good. So I need to. I don't know what happened right there. Maybe I should add them to the list. If I had to take one, it would be Soto, but I'll put Grisham down there as an honorable mention. Okay. So I looked at Soto, Grisham, and uh, Rosarina, and there's a few more of the guys over there, right? So got over that over on the 8.5 in this one here. I'll probably look at this one for runs. All right, so this one here, I did sprinkle on the over 4.5 total runs for this Mets game here. Not an official play, but I played it last night. Just taking a look at what's going on over here. Let's see, the New York Mets. So I think I like the righties over here, right? So first and foremost, Krynos, he's just ass, right? He's terrible. So if you want to take a look at some of Krynos numbers, he's just ice blue, right? His just man. But you know what? Some of his expected numbers did look okay. Some of his expected numbers did look better. Rather, I ain't gonna say okay. He hasn't pitched that many games though, tell you the truth. But um, earned runs, seven versus Miami, three versus the White Sox, three versus Philly, in four innings. So he's been doing kind of okay, right? Kind of okay, not good though. He's not good. Uh, just leave it up to the Mets though to fuck up a good spot though. I'll tell you that shit. So we'll see what's gonna happen here, right? I was looking at the pitch mix for this guy, and the Mets look pretty good. So it was oh yeah, I had wrote down who I wrote down. I wrote down Iglesias, Alvarez, Vientos. That's who I wrote down yesterday, right? So over the course of the 4 weeks, this pitch mix here is what we have, right? So these three guys here, Alvarez, Vientos, and Iglesias, they looked the best to me, right? Bader jumps in there time to time. Iglesias probably was like he bats around 6 and 7 and stuff like that. We could probably look at the projected lineup. Projected lineup for the New York Mets. Iglesias is way back here around the 7. Vientos back here around the 6 in the 5th, right? Alvarez, if this lineup comes out like this. So, sometimes when you see the back of the lineup getting busy, we can very well, with Bader back there, you can very well see maybe the back of this lineup, if everything pans out the right way, maybe the back end of this lineup is starting to get bit, could end up getting busy right here if the lineup comes out like this. RBI opportunities and everything will be back there if everything plans out, right? And if these guys show up. enough sample size within the last 30 days. Looks good. Okay. All three of these guys, like Iglesias got 3 bombs. Vietno's got 3 bombs. Alvarez has 1. Bader has 3. Right. I think Bader fades away the more I go into, more I go into extra, switch things around. But uh, the percentages, like this fastball, he's throwing it 13% of the time, right along with the splitter. At the end of the day, though, the fastball has got hit. He gave up 2 bombs on that, a bomb on the sinker, but the sinker and the slider are the 2 predominant pitches he's throwing at 30% of the time. So I could easily start chopping off some of this shit, right? Uh, the sinker and the slider is the one. So the splitter, I eliminate the splitter. Everything still looks fine, looks pretty good, so I can live with that. Then I eliminate the fastball, and then things start to change up a little bit, right? He didn't already gave up 2 home runs on the fastball, but at the end of the day, um, I mean, these guys kind of look okay, but Vienno started still looking okay, right? So the 5% K rate is what's catching my eyes. 7 for 20, 2 extra base hits, 1 home run, right? These are the 2 pitches that he's throwing 30% plus. So, and then Alvarez, right? Alvarez hasn't seen it that much, but he's 4 for 9 with an 8% K rate. So you got Alvarez, you got Iglesias versus the 2 highest pitches he's throwing, and he's not striking. They're not striking out that much. I can keep it filtered there. I can come back in, bring it in a little bit. Let me go back to the last 3 weeks, right? Vientos and Iglesias and Alvarez still lit up, but you know, it is what it is. Does all this shit have to pan out? No, right? It doesn't have to pan out, right? It don't. Last 2 weeks, Iglesias, Ventos, Alvarez. I mean, it is what it is, right? Those were the 3 guys that I had. I had penciled in, right? Notice how the top order of these guys look trash, right? So let's see. The top order, like, okay, Nemo might pop up on the lefties. Lindor might pop up for the lefties, but JD Martinez and Alonso look terrible. We haven't even mentioned their name. But what if they have a good game? Then these guys have a good game because they're already supposedly in good spots. We can start looking. We can look at this lineup. I mean, they could possibly come out here and beat the shit out of them. Then after that, now looking at the lefties. Looking at the lefties here. Let's see. Similar, right? Similar shit. He throws the same shit, right? So he throws the same shit to the lefties as well. The lefties didn't look so hot, right? Wait a minute. Before I get to rambling. Okay. So the lefties didn't look so hot. And they got big time sample sizes, right? 42, right? So 42 plate appearances. Nemo, that's over the course of a month, right? Nemo, he's got 42 at bats and 9 hits, right? 2 bombs. Jeff McNeil, same shit, 9 for 40, 2 bombs. He got a lower K rate. Lindor, 8 for 33, 15% K rate, a 242 batting average. I can see him doing something. We can bring it in a little bit because they do have they have seen a lot of righties, so we can bring it in. But it just, these averages just ain't averaging the way we want them to average. You know what I'm saying? But they don't look sexy, but you know they professional baseball players, so you know anything can happen. And these guys, you got Nemo and you got Lindor. These guys should probably be hitting in the top 2 spots. So at the end of the day, you know, if the big bats, the first 4 step up, then you know the Mets could have a good time, right? I'm expecting them to step up. That's my thing. I'm expecting them to step up. I'm I'm going ahead on a limb and I'm taking that 4.5. I've already taken it, right? I just think if the back end can get the rolling, the front end got to give me a little bit, right? Got to give me a little bit, right? Um, they got to give me a little bit. I don't know who's going to win the game, but it is what it is, right? Tiff says she with the Mets today. Overall on the season, a detailed look at what's been going on versus righties. So the sinker, he's giving up a 474 batting average on the sinker. As you can see, those are the two dominant pitches he's throwing. And versus righties, he's got a 190 batting average versus on that, right? To lefties here, that sinker, he's got a 500 batting average on that lefties over the course of the whole season, along with a 308 batting average to that fastball over the course of the season, right? So gotta do a little deep digging, right? That sinker is the one, right? So let me see. Sinker to righties, to lefties, rather. Let me see, to lefties. Okay, that sinker. What are these guys doing? Predominantly to that sinker. So, in the last 4 weeks, nobody's hit a bomb off of it. Let's see. Not too good. Don't look too good. Don't look too good. So it is what it is. It is what it is. He's talking about you're gonna give a parlay or something. I don't really do a lot of parlays, bro. We going through everything. You can put your parlays together after we going through everything. At the end, I did one the other day. That was trash parlays. Shit, parlays be fucking me up. I don't know how y'all keep doing it. I don't know if it could be a high total game. What's the name did look good? What's the name did look okay. Jazz Chisholm looked okay. Let me see. Jazz Chisholm looked okay. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a high scoring game. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I give some of everything, man. I give out some knowledge. If you don't know how or what to do, or you know what I'm saying, how to research or whatever, pull up a seat and learn. That way, you know what I'm saying. Alternate runs were smooth yesterday. Let's see if we can get hit 2 MLB parlays in a row. I got Boston. That 2-leg, I got smashed on that 2-leg. 1 out away. No, I wasn't 1 out away. I took his fancy score. I got Boston alternate runs over 3.5. Jan Duran a hit, and Jose Altuve had 1 hit. Okay, for sure. I don't know though, Tiff. I don't know. I'm expecting the New York to put up some runs. We'll see. Last night I got it at a -130. Now it's down to -113. Oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, shout out to Europe, man. Shout out to Europe, man. Shout out to my guy, Lunatic here, man. Slide on me. Take a and let's see what can. Yeah, Blanco Soul, bro. Blanco Soul. Pull up and we'll see what we can come up with, Lunatic, for sure. We'll see what we can come up with. Have a seat, man. Get your coffee or get your smoke, whatever, man. Pull up. So I looked at Detroit, right? I looked at this game here. What I looked at here was, I'll tell you what stood out to me. Marcus Semien for a hit, and Tiffany getting down on she hollering at you lunatic. Yeah, so I didn't look at this San Francisco St. Louis game. I'll tell you what I liked here, what I looked at here. So what popped here for me was Carson Kelly, Green, Perez, Colt, and J Ram, right? So first and foremost, let's look at J Ram, since it's only one guy that I pretty much liked here. Now you gotta be mindful of the pitching here, because we do know Scuba is just really, really good at pitching, right? So we got to be mindful of that. However, J Ram is 7 for 17 versus him with one home run. So that's pretty good. That's a nice sample size. He knows something that I don't know, right? So let's take a look at Scuba. Scuba is a dog, right? Smoke that smoke, smoke that smoke. Scuba is a dog, though, right? So he's throwing that sinker 52% of the time, followed by that slider and the changeup, right? The sinker. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is filter this to righties. The fastball, changeup, slider. Fastball, changeup, slider. Okay. Okay, so versus lefties. So it's a couple guys. I just singled out the one guy. Let me see what he said. I lost a parlay of 17 total odds last night because Devers failed my two total bases, but my knowledge is minimal. And most MLB sites, require some subscription to provide some proper info. So just pull up a seat and chime in, and we going through the motions. Nothing's guaranteed, no matter if you this site, whatever site you see me going on. 90 mostly all the sites that you see me going on are free. This used to be free. It's not. I'm working. I'll be working on a prescription with these guys though, where what I'm saying, we can figure something out. But we'll see. But I got free sites that I always use. She said, I don't know why I like the Tigers to win this game because it looks like a Tiger spot. Now, we got a lot of different little bats in here that, we can really, target right. But at the end of the day, I'm targeting if I would take any batter, it would probably be Jose Ramirez because, like I said, versus him, he's 7 for 17, with one home run. Right, that's pretty good. And versus his pitch mix, he don't strike out that much. He got a 14.2% K rate, five extra base hits and two home runs and 15 appearances in the last month versus his pitch mix. So he's looked pretty good. Taking a look at what he's throwing, the slider 14% of the time. Even if I took the slider down, Ramirez shit kind of like goes up, right? K percentage is around 10%, 11%. Batting average, he's 6 for 10. It is what it is. And his two predominant pitches was the fastball and the changeup. He's throwing the fastball 38% of the time and then the changeup 30% of the time. So it is what it is, right? So Ramirez is the one, and then he's just better than all these guys. So Ramirez is just like pretty much the one right there, right, on this team. But like I said, you got to take in consideration that Scuba is no joke. He's a great pitcher, right? So chances are I probably don't even fuck with him. On the other side, we need to be targeting. I'd rather target Carrasco, right? So Detroit. Carrasco is pretty much ass. So taking a look at Carrasco here. I don't even fucking know how to spell his name right on back. Help me, Fangraphs. There you go. So Carrasco, I want to say he will be at home. And he's got a 4.6 ERA at home with a 5.2 on the road. At the end of the day, in general, he's got 271 batting average to lefties and righties. So each hand in this has a chance. At home versus lefties, he's got a 300 batting average to righties and a 277 to lefties. He's got a chance, right? So overall, the K percentage is 19% to lefties and 17% to righties. At the end of the day, so it is what it is. Checking out Carrasco right now, he would be a right-hand pitcher. We can look at some of these we can go right off the bat. We can look at the righties first. All right, we look at the righties first. So Carrasco, Cleveland, Detroit. Okay. So, uh Buxton, man, Buxton got there yesterday. He said Tigers the pitch is elite today. Yeah, this is free knowledge, yes sir. Tigers been on fire. Yep. It would be nice if you can give out some info and I can find some good stuff for sure. No runs first inning for Cleveland. Um, I don't know. It could be possible. I probably wouldn't go there with Carrasco on the mound. Anything can happen. Still learning about Nerfy. Nerfy, y'all like the Nerfy for this one? Interesting. All right. So I think it was the lefties for me, truthfully. Now Carson Kelly did look good over the course of a month right here. He's got a 321 batting average. So I'll tell you who I had penciled in. Carson Kelly, Riley Green, Perez, Colt, Keith, and J Ram, right? So the only righty I had in here was Carson Kelly. He's batting 321 with 4 extra base hits, 3 home runs, 9 hard hit bat balls, and 5 of them launched. The barrel percentage is up at 14.2. A hard hit looks good. Line drive is down. Fly ball is up, meaning he can get it out of there. And the K percentage is down at 3.3. You got to love that, right? Even over the course of the last, 3 weeks? Let's see. Ursula, right? So I don't know. If he. I haven't been seeing Ursula, right? I don't see everything either, but it is what it is. Now you got a couple more righties popping up. Carson Kelly, still looking good, right? 333 isolated power, a few bombs. K rate is down, like you ain't striking me out, right? Shit like that. Last 2 weeks, it is what it is. These guys look good. These guys look good. These guys look good. I ain't even gonna lie. Last 2 weeks, they still hitting, looking good. Strikeout percentage over here, all that green, they definitely look really, really good, right? Carson Kelly, all these guys. Then look at the isolated power going up over the last 2 weeks. So these guys look good. Ursula been there for a little while, for sure, and Verlin, for sure. So Verlin, yeah, everybody's stepping into play. So I might have to look at what is it here? Detroit. I slept last night. I must have been sleepwalking. We got an over under 7 here. The bats look good. Pitcher lean towards. I get a pitcher lean towards Scuba. Like what the hell, right? What? Right? I'm giving the pitcher lean towards Scuba. Scuba's a dog. Taking a look at Scuba. Scuba's a dog. Take a look at some splits for Scuba here. At home, he's got a 187 ERA with a 2.9 on the road. In general, he's got a 181 batting average to lefties and righties. 180 and 190 to lefties and righties on the road, which he's on the road right now. On the road versus lefties, he's got a 111 batting average with a 31% K rate. On the road versus righties, he's got a 231 batting average with a 28% K rate, right? So, I mean, I get a pitching lean towards Detroit with Scuba on the mound. Lately, these righties been looking good. We just went over Carrasco, who's giving up a mere 270 to righties and like a 300 to lefties, or vice versa. However it goes, he's probably at least giving up a 270 to both. And just looking at the righties, these just righties alone, they look okay. The righties look okay. So now, let me just take a look at these lefties real quick, right? Over the course of the last month, looking at these lefties, and I had already picked out 3 lefties, right? So the changeup, fastball, slider, sinker. Changeup, fastball, slider, sinker. He's doing the same damn thing. Bradley Green and Perez, they have big sample sizes. Keith as well. They got big sample sizes, 47, 52, and 44 plate appearances. Getting close. Let's go back to since they've been hot, let's see. Let's go back to the last 3 weeks. Now it's starting to get a little bit more green. Okay, so Riley Green, Keith, Winston Perez starting to look good at 333, 290, and 243 batting average. Keith has got 5 extra base hits and 3 home runs, 5 hard hit balls and 3 launched in that time span. 86 exit velo, but I'm not taking everybody for no fucking home run. Couple that with the fact that Select says Riley Green is on an 8-game hitting streak. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can look down here the last week. Winston Perez is 5 at bats, 2 hits, 1 bomb, with 3 hard hit balls and 2 of them launched in the last week. Then I can actually, let's see how hot they've been in the last 2 weeks. Plate appearances look good in the last 2 weeks. Winston Perez looks pretty good the last 2 weeks. K percentage is coming down. Barrel percentage is down as low as it can go to 0, but isolated power is meh. I can get down with these guys. Even Winston Perez, Keith, and Riley Green, I can get down with those guys either way it go, especially against a pitcher who's giving it up. So it is what it is, right? I kind of like these guys. If you're looking at the line here, Detroit Tigers are -126 favorites with an over-under 7. Can Carrasco pitch good in this instance? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows, right? I can go back to Carrasco and take one more glimpse of what he's been doing. Actually, I can even come here and check Carrasco out right here. This is another feature that I use, but I don't use it all the time. Carrasco. Oops. Let me see. So I can look at Carrasco right here, right? So, and then I can actually take a look at this game log right here, and I can just see, what he's been doing here the same way, right? So, as you can see, what is the batters he's faced, that game, the earned runs, the hits, doubles, triples, home runs, walks, whatever the case may be, outs recorded, innings pitched, how many pitches total, right? So you can see what the pitcher's been doing, whatever in that time span. I could spruce it up a little bit. Let me see, make it a little bit bigger, but and I already have it filtered probably within the last 2 months or so. So it'll give you whatever you filter it to. It'll give you whatever you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I don't know. He hasn't faced this team with Detroit within the last 2 months. He hasn't faced this team, but he's been serviceable though. I ain't gonna lie. Lately, he hasn't given up more than 3 runs. Let me see. Once Toronto got to him, Washington got to him, Houston got to him. He's shown the ability to give up more than 3 runs. I think more than 3 runs, your ass in the danger zone, right? So, it is what it is, right? Just so I'm looking at Detroit. I'm probably going to be looking to back Detroit, right? Hopefully Scuba don't get smoked, whatever the case may be. But I think I'm looking to back Detroit in this spot here. You know what I'm saying? So I'll back Detroit. I mean, since what is the that team total? Probably 3.5 though. Excuse me. Let me see. Total runs 3.5 for the -130. Detroit team total -3.5. I think they could probably. Thank you. I think they could probably hit their team total. Maybe they can hit their team total. It is what it is, right? Low total though, man. 7.5. I mean 7. That's a low total there. That's definitely a low total. I did look at the Cincinnati Braves and semi looked at it what I looked at here, y'all already know what I looked at here was I was looking at Hunter Green here. So versus right-hand pitching on the season, we know we're going to go through this shit again. Atlanta Braves, 24% K rate, 93 WRC plus, right? Last 30 days, probably higher, right? Fourth, 25% K rate, 83 WRC plus. That's not scaring me. We know how this team has been versus right-hand pitching this year. They have been terrible. Not what we expected, right? Last 2 weeks, there's 23% K rate, 88 WRC plus. WRC plus is down, right? Anything under like 95 and below, I'll be looking at outs and things of that nature, right? So, things like that. So, I did come over here to ESPN Bet, and I did a bankroll bidder last night. I hit the or when I rolled over, whatever the case may be, I did hit the outs recorded. I hit the 17 and a half outs recorded for Hunter Green. I sprinkled a little bit on it, not a lot, and then I parlayed it with the 5.5 strikeouts and got that's actually more than what I got last night. So it is what it is, right? I parlayed that too at a plus 122. Hopefully he don't get tore up. But like I said, I didn't bet a lot of money on that. Ozzy pissed me off. I had to drop him from my league. 2 months, I can't wait that long. Ah, shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, Lopez, we got a decent pitching matchup. This could be a no runs first inning, right? For the simple fact that, let's take a look at the pitchers. We'll start with Lopez, right? Ronaldo Lopez looks good. Been looking good, right? Taking a look at his splits here. At home, he's got an ERA of 1.2. On the road, 2.62. That's nice. Very nice, right? In general, he's got a batting average of 231 towards lefties and a 217 versus righties. So I mean, it looks good. He will be at home today. You can look at his pitching outs if you want to. Over here, you can get a pitching outs for him sitting at what? 17 and a half. I can see instances where he gets there, right? You in first place. Shout out to Tiffany being in first place. There is a way that we could take a look at that too. I don't really use this for no one first inning, but you can look at it, right? So let's take a look at Hunter Green and these guys, right? This is good. Look at that. Ronaldo Lopez, 9-0 to the no runs first inning. Hunter Green, 8-1. So we green right there. You feel me? So that looks good. Can y'all see that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Blow that up a little bit more for y'all. That looks pretty good. These are no runs first inning stats there. So, if you want to get to a Nerfy right there, lean towards the Nerfy. Lean towards the Nerfy right there, right? This is the last 2 months. You could probably look at right hand pitching and left hand pitching as well right here. I see. So righties, right hand pitching, Atlanta. Where's Atlanta? 24-10. What other team was that? Cincinnati. I can't trust Cincinnati. Lefties. Chicago White Sox 8-0 to the Nerfy. Baltimore 8-12-1. Arizona 15-2. St. Louis 14-2 to lefties. Okay, to righties. Angels. So righties get hit more. And then you see less lefties anyway. So no runs first inning could be in play here. Do they have anything else down here? Nope. This is strikeouts. I couldn't talk you off the strikeouts for both of these guys, but I like Hunter Green's strikeouts a little bit more. They have Ronaldo Lopez, his strikeouts was at a 6.5. 5.5, I can see. His ceiling is around 7 or maybe 8, right? So I don't know. Taking a look at his strikeout percentages, like in general, we're on the road with Lopez at home, 23, 27. Like, you could even take a look at his game logs. Like, how many times has he hit 6Ks? 6Ks. He been hitting around 6Ks, but he don't pretty much go past 7, right? Went past 7 twice. He's hit 7. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this year because it was at 6.5. I don't think I want to be a part of that, right? Cincinnati striking out versus right-hand pitching over the last 14 days. They are 22 at a 161 WRC plus. If you want to filter that to on the road, I would definitely look at on the road a game day insight, bro. Game day insight. It's got everything that it's got everything that Savant and not everything, a few things to Savant, Fangraphs, and everything, but it doesn't have everything that Fangraphs has, that Savant has. You know what I'm saying? I still go back to Savant and that, but it's a great site to put everything in front of you and try to do everything like right here, right away, pretty quick. It's still time consuming. All of this is time consuming, so it just lets you know that what people put into, bringing these picks. Because it generally takes me, for 15 games, it takes me at least 3 hours because everybody bet differently. I bet props. I bet pitching props and hitting props. And you have to cross your I's, you have to dot your T's and still take them L's. I win some, I still take them L's. But over the course of the first half of the season, you learn a lot. But at the end of the day, yeah. And like I said, I'm working on something with them right now as far as trying to get something going. But you can get this site, or you can slide on me and I go through this shit. But you can get this site here at you can get it for you could probably, I think it's like 15 or 20 bucks right now. And then tell them I sent you, or whatever. It don't even matter. But I'll get a code. I'm gonna get a code soon, though. I'm gonna get a code soon for my channel, man, because I'll be pumping it pretty hard, man. I'll be pumping it. They say it take me 15 minutes to make a parlay, but I review that motherfucker for about 1 or 2 hours. Yeah, for sure. But like I said, when I start doing the video, like at nighttime, it's gonna be a quick scan. What shows out to me? Boom, it's gonna be a quick scan. Boom, drop 2 or 3 picks, and it's a wrap. It's gonna be a quick scan. Most likely, it's gonna be pitching props, and those are the most. Those are my bread and butter. But you just don't get pitching props all the time. Good pitching props all the time. Tiffany's laugh. All right, so I think that we can get a Nerfy spot there. It's already written, right? Good Nerfy spot. What was I looking at? The strikeouts here. Update. What is this? The last 30 days. Cincinnati, right? Cincinnati, 24%. But sometimes I want to filter that to on the road, away. The Cincinnati, so I can get them out of that ballpark. So Cincinnati, top 10, still 25% last 30 days. Last 2 weeks on the road, Cincinnati versus righties, 5th in striking out. Only 66 plate appearances, though. Only. My boy Josh, how you doing, my guy? Love to see it, man. Love to see it, man. Love to see it, man. Over 30 years right there, man, between me and this guy, man. It's always love, right? No matter if I don't see you in person, wherever the case may be. It is what it is. Always, right? But yeah, no one's first inning here. I like the strikeouts for Hunter Green. We do know Hunter Green has 10K upside. So it is what it is. He throws that gas. Ronaldo Lopez has been looking great, man. He's been looking great this year. I can't take nothing for these guys. Hey, I know, right, Tiffany? I know, right, Tiff? I don't act it, though. I don't act it. I'll tell you that right now. I don't act it. I wouldn't let y'all see it. I won't let y'all see it. All right, so that's what I'm looking at right there. What we got a 7.5 total here. I couldn't talk you off even the under here. Tell you the truth. So um, yes, sir. Great seeing you do your thing for sure. Appreciate it, my guy. You already know. You already know, right? So let's get to another game here. I like the strikeouts and I like the pitching outs. I actually like the pitching outs for both of them. And ESPN Bet is the only book that will let you take both of these guys and put their pitching outs together. And if you do decide to do that, you can get it at a plus 205. Yes, sir. Don't matter. You already know. Don't matter. That's what it do for sure. So it's ways to skin a thing. What batters? I mean, if I like pitching, I probably don't like too many batters here. We can take a look though. Let's take a quick look and see. I don't like any batters, to tell you the truth. And if I do like any batters, they just might come from the Atlanta side. But Atlanta, I just can't trust them versus a righty. So we'll take a look though. We'll take a look at these righty. We'll take a look. Um, who was that? Atlanta versus Atlanta. Hunter Green. Righties, fastball and slider. So, over the course of 4 weeks here, Austin Riley's he sold yesterday. Damn, did he sell? I truly believe. So the strikeouts, and like I said, look at this shit. Like they've been striking the fuck out, man. And we was on Sunny Gray the other day. He gave me ass a sawbuck, man. I'm telling you, this boy will come out here and give their ass 10 Ks. If he off, he off, man. If he off, he off. Hunter Green, if he off, he off. But look at this shit. 42% K rate for Austin Riley, 30% K rate for Ozuna, 34 and 33 for Duval and Archer. Make sure you know who's in the lineup. Pitchers like him only throwing like two predominant pitches. He will give up a bomb or two, though. Don't get it twisted. But he's been pitching. His control has been way better this year than it was last year, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, Austin Riley has been on one, especially versus his pitch mix. 11 for 38, 5 extra base hits, 3 home runs over the course of a month. 60% hard hit, right along with Ozuna been hitting it hard, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you still got to take pitching into consideration. Um, from a bomb standpoint, it looks like Austin Riley and Ozuna, those will be the ones that take his ass yard. If somebody's going to go yard, it would probably be one of those two guys, right? Would probably be one of those two guys. If I moved it in the last 3 weeks, that's probably as far as I would go. But moving it into the last 3 weeks, also Riley has a 50% K rate with a 30% K rate to Ozuna and shit like that, right? What y'all talking about, man? Ozuna and Ellie on a 9-game hitting streak. There we go. Ozuna and Ellie. So we got Ozuna, Ellie, and Riley Green on an 8-game hitting streak. 8 or better game hitting streak. My best friend been friends since we were 7, both 37. So I get the 30-year friendship is the best. The show. Batters you should go with the Red Sox versus Rocket game and the Rangers versus Houston game. Dee can further elaborate on those details, but I feel those games the pitchers going to be giving it up. Can't wait to get there, right? So at the end of the day, from a right hand perspective, of course Ozuna and Riley. On the left hand side here, the left hand batters here, I don't know who I would look at, man. Truthfully, what does he do? He's probably doing the same shit. Fastball over 50%, slider 25%, splitter. So the fastball over 50% to the lefties here. Lefties look bad. And the top lefties here, Kalenic, 30% K rate. Let me move this shit. I probably gotta move this shit down. I'm just struggling with the size, man. I'm struggling with the size. I need to take this shit down. Pause. What the definitely listen to Give Me a Homeboys and all this D-Drop things I love. So, my guys, let's get this money, right? Some of them motherfuckers look big, some of them look small. I'm gonna go with that right there. Okay. So the lefties, they striking out too, man. 30%, 29%. So that's the most sexiest play overall for me is the strikeouts, right? Now, over the course of a month, Rosario and Kalenic got 2 home runs apiece versus this pitch mix. Isolated power is pretty high, 250, 292. Exit velo is like 94 and 95. Exit velo high, right? The fly ball rate is down. K percentage is up. Hard hit percentage is up for Kalenic, right? Because Kalenic been smacking shit, right? So it is what it is, man. They still gonna strike out. I think the best thing here is strike out. Because at the end of the day, pitcher, it starts with the pitching, right? It starts with the pitching, right? He got to go out there and do what he do, right? So I'll be taking the over Ks for him first, then over outs, right? I've already took it. I didn't take the over Ks though, so I didn't take the over Ks, and I think I'm gonna end up having to start off at 8 because it's probably juiced up. I already took his outs, and I took 6 Ks. I took his outs at a minus 125, and I took his 6 Ks and his outs at a plus 1 something. That's who you call it? What's his name? That's Hunter Green. On the Cincinnati side, we have Hunter Green throwing. Ronaldo Lopez. Ronaldo Lopez has looked phenomenal, guys. He's looked phenomenal. He's looked phenomenal, right? So he is another guy. He's throwing that fastball and that slider a ton, right? So we're looking at the left-hand batters, right? And here's another thing. Look at that. Look at all that red. Look at all that red, man. God damn. Look at all that red. Striking the fuck out. Look at Will Benson. If he's in the lineup, 45%. Fraley, if he's in the lineup, 40%. Candelario, if he's in the lineup, 30%. Ellie De La Cruz, he's been finding a way to get on base and shit, but he still strikes the fuck out. But at the end of the day, that is what it is, right? You could probably, you might could probably come over here and if you're trying to get lucky, whatever the case may be, you could probably come over here and get You probably come over here and get an 8 and 8, get lucky and get an 8 and 8 today. You know what I'm saying? You might get lucky and get an 8 and 8 at a plus 700 or something like that. I know Hunter Green can do it. We went through that. We know Ronaldo Lopez can do it. You can probably come get a 6 and 6 and not be greedy. Come over here and get a 6 and 6. You know what I'm saying? 6 and 6 will get you in the plus. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So that's towards the righties. That was towards the lefties. Let's see. Eddie De La Cruz is 11 for 35. Extra base hits, but you got to take into consideration good pitching too, man. Good pitching. Good pitching is where this comes in at. All this red, right? Take a look at the last 3 weeks. What's been going on? Last 3 weeks. Candelario is my guy, right? Candelario can hit anybody in anything, right? But still, that's a lot of red over there. That's a lot of red over there. A lot of red over there. Sometimes that shit, man, negates these good percentages, man. Taking a look at the righties here, and what Ronaldo Lopez is throwing to them. Pretty much the same shit. Those strikeout pitches, they pretty much throw like 2 pitches, but he's not a big-time strikeout guy. I'd like to see him add at least 1 more pitch to his arsenal. But right now, to righties, he's throwing a fastball 60%, slider 40%, 38%, 40%, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is where it kind of gets interesting because you'll get somebody like Tyler Stevenson, who's who's got a 448 isolated power, 3 home runs, 6 extra base hits. And he's a guy that I would be looking at. I would look at him in India, right? The exit velo is not that high. His fly ball rate is there. 3 home runs, 6 extra base hits in a time span. These are 2 guys that I would probably take a look at. Then you got Reese Hines, right? This is the young kid. The young kid, he's been on one. You still got to take in consideration, we know in the back of our minds, we still going up against a really, really good pitcher. So at the end of the day, it'll be these bats versus good pitching, okay? Ronaldo Lopez, like I say, he's been phenomenal, but man, these 3, especially Hines coming on strong, and then Tyler Stevenson, he's been looking pretty good, right? That's over the course of the last 4 weeks. Jonathan India and Hines, Tyler Stevenson, just purely not striking out that much versus his pitch mix. Bringing it back to the last three weeks, pretty much the same. It's tightening up a little bit when you got Reese Hines, Stevenson, and India looking okay there. We know he's throwing that fastball almost 60%. So let's take the slider down and then see what happens. So the slider, you take the slider down. These are the guys who are hitting the fastball over the last 3 weeks. Reese Hines, 5 of 5. He's got a bomb versus it. He looks great. No 0% K rate. He looks good. Last 3 weeks versus that fastball, as much as he's seen it for the few times that he did see it. Tyler Stevenson, only 3 for 14, and then whatever the case may be. Not big sample size. Go back to a month, 4 weeks. The fastball. So it is what it is, right? Take down the fastball, add in the slider. He's throwing the slider 40% of the time. Then you got Tyler Stevenson looks good. He's 5 for 12, 1 home run, 6% K rate. India K rate is down. Not a big sample size versus the slider, but they've been hitting it. So long story short, those are the guys that you can look at there. Am I gonna go with these guys? I don't know, man. If I'm to take a bats here, it would. I mean, Ellie De La Cruz looked fake good, but his strikeouts was high. Tyler Stevenson, India, and Hines, these guys will probably be the guys. I don't know. I don't even. At the end, like I said, I'm taking pictures into consideration. I don't even know if I would even fuck with any of these guys, truthfully. But that's the bats. Those are the bats. Tyler Stevenson and India and Hines look good. They do. Okay. Strikeouts should be there. If you alternate in some strikeouts, man, looking for a bankroll builder or something like that. Maybe 6 Ks here. Maybe 5 Ks there. So minus 143. You like the Nerfy here? Well, then you can go with the under 1.5 runs. And then you can probably get the plus money like that. 6 greens, 6 Ks, 5 Ks, and under 1.5 on FanDuel, that'll get you plus money. It's a lot of ways to do things here. You also have, it's a lot of ways, man. It's a lot of ways. Let's go to this next game, man. All these games, I ain't gonna be able to get to them, bro. Tell you the truth, but because I did a lot of talking, I'm doing a lot of talking today, but real quick here, St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. St. Louis Cardinals, they rolling out Palante and Pittsburgh Pirates, right? I didn't look at this game. Let's take one glance at this one. Y'all forgive me because I just can't see that good probably no more. Okay, versus righties. Single slider fastball. Take a look at Palante. Palante splits here on the road. So in general, he's giving it up to righties, right? 324 batting average to righties. On the road versus righties, pretty much the same shit. He's just getting hit versus righties, right? Let's just go through the motions now, man. Straight up. I'll go through this shit. We can walk it out, talk it out, whatever the case may be. But let me try to see if I can speed things up a little bit here. So looking at Palante, some of his expected numbers and things like that. Expected batting average. Okay, so he's expected batting average stuff looks okay. 3.6, 4.2 with expecting, 3.6. Last two games he pitched pretty good at Kansas City. So he's recently seen, he went 7 innings versus Pittsburgh, 5 Ks. He recently seen Pittsburgh. So that's a thing there. He's shown the ability to hit these 6 innings here and there. It's going to be interesting to see what his innings are. The only thing about that is what his outside. But only thing about that versus right hand pitching, they starting to turn up. Okay, so last 30 days, Pittsburgh are sitting with the 21% K rate with 100 WRC plus. They've been looking good. Last 2 weeks is probably their best looking outings in the last 2 weeks, probably. Pittsburgh way down here is 18% K rate, 96 WRC plus. So it is what it is, right? Palante, earned runs for him. Palante. Okay, so what's Palante doing again? Okay, let's see. Pittsburgh. Last 4 weeks, last month for this, the righties don't look too good. Don't look too hot, right? Last 4 weeks. How about the last 3 weeks? Right. Right. Man. How about those lefties? Cruising those boys, right? So there we go. Jackson Winsky, I was looking at him yesterday. He was not in the lineup. That was weird. It would be Brian Reynolds though, man. You know, Brian Reynolds versus this pitch mix looks okay. 353, Woba 530 some, Woba 333, Babbitt with 500 isolated power, 92. He got 5 bombs within that time span. Like, yeah, for sure, right? Yeah. Brian Reynolds will have to be that guy. He'd be looking like that guy, right? Last 3 weeks. Who else pops up for me? O'Neill Cruz enters the chat, right? Look at that exit velo, 103. Look at that hard hit the last 3 weeks for Cruz, 103 versus this pitch mix. Barrel percentage is up for him. Hard hit, 83. Goodness gracious. God damn, no home runs though. Fuck. 1 extra base hit. He just out there hitting the ball hard as hell. So I guess, right? So these again the guys have been doing damage versus righties. These guys have been doing damage versus righties. Palante, like I said, he's pitching his worst, his best to lefties in general, with a 200 batting average to lefties and 324 batting average to righties. So I don't know. For that game, I will take pictures if I'm betting on that. I like Keller for 4Ks, Palante for 3Ks. Sounds all right. Don't know what they strikeouts I said. I'll take a look at that real quick. Strikeouts. Okay, I can see that. Put them in a bankroll builder. shit like that. Keep it, get the plus money. I understand. I feel where you're coming from with that. But overall, from just the best hitter, it would be of course it would be um it would be the fuck is his name, Reynolds. Um, Reynolds looks good, right? Cruz is hitting the ball hard, so it's a bomb. But he's a ticking time bomb, waiting to hit a bomb. So who was that? It's in the Cardinals. So Brian Reynolds is 2 for 11 versus him. Those two were home runs, right? Let me write this motherfucker down. Okay. Let me write him down real quick. Okay. Brian Reynolds. He's 2 for 11, but both of those were bombs. Um, Ono Cruz 1 for 3, McCutcheon 1 for 5, Sawinski 3 of 5. One of those are a bomb. I'm looking for Sawinski, man. I wanted to bet on him yesterday. Hopefully, he ain't hurt. I'm putting Sawinski's name down because I was looking for him yesterday. It's not a play or nothing like that, but I'm putting him down. He's 3 of 5 yet, and one of them was a home run. Okay. St. Louis side of things here. Keller. They've hit Keller. Keller can get hit anyway. Yeah, I like Jack. I like Jack yesterday, and this it ain't like it's a play that I'm giving out. I'm going to the well to him though. If I can find like on DraftKings or FanDuel DraftKings, if I can find like a Jack Sawinski and a Reynolds home run, that combo, I probably play that. Or if I can find, yeah, him and Jack Sawinski or Reynolds and I'll take a Reynolds and Cruz. I'll take a Cruz and Jack, whatever one, right? Reynolds is the best overall. He's the best hitter overall. Over that time span, the last month, Reynolds has 5 home runs. He's got 5 home runs and like an over 300 batting average. We know none of this shit is guaranteed, but we can only go by the numbers and what we like, right? So from the best hitter standpoint, Jack Reynolds. Who's hitting the ball hard as fuck? Cruz. Jackson Winsky looks okay, and he's got a bomb versus him. Okay, just writing those down. Okay, so let's take a look. Where are they? They at home. Pitch and best at home. Keller. Round 250, 247 average to lefties, 264 to righties. He can get hit. K percentage in general, these are numbers in general. 27%. So he's striking lefties out more than he's striking righties out, and it reflects right there. He'll be at home today. Home splits. He looks okay, right? He looks okay. So it just is what it is, right? He looks okay. Taking a look at some of his game logs lately. St. Louis. He gave up 2 home runs to St. Louis, 5 earned runs in total. This was recently. This was at home. So you'll see these guys at home again. 5 Ks. So, I think they've hit him, right? And I'll give you guys some numbers versus him. They've hit him. So, over the course of the month versus pitch mix, here it is right here. Mason Wynn, Wilson Contreras. Wilson Contreras looks good. Nolan Arenado. Y'all seen Goldschmidt? I told y'all, right? So Goldschmidt, no matter, despite whatever his averages and all that shit, he's still hitting for power. Your last game, he was sitting down there in the 7 hole somewhere, hitting home runs, right? So he's still hitting power, right? His hard hit is up at 53% and all that shit. He's still hitting power. Of course, he lost it. He lost something, but the power is still there, right? So Mason Wynn, he's 12 for 32. Wilson Contreras, both of these guys, they 12 for 32. And then right now, Arenado can hit one here and there, but mainly he's making veteran contact, right? So I'll call it that. Goldsmith is making veteran hard contact, and then Nolan Arenado is just making veteran contact, right? Not a lot of power right there versus his pitch mix, whatever the case may be. Barrel percentage is down, but he just knows how to hit the ball, right? So he's batting 300 over the course of. So these 3 guys, similar. These righties, similar. Wilson Contreras looks good. K percentage is up. Nolan Arenado's K percentage is down. You can look at him for a hit. Mason Wynn, K percentage is down. Look at him for a hit, whatever the case may be. Mason Wynn, ISO, and all that shit is up, right? His exit velo is down, but Wilson Contreras, 364 batting average, 499 WOBA, BABIP 450, isolated power high, 300, exit velo, 97. Fly balls down a little bit, hard hit percentage up at 78. They want him to be great, right? We want him to be great. He's somebody that you can look at, right? For whatever you want to look at. Hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to home runs. Scooting over here to the left, let's bring it into the last 3 weeks one more time. Last 3 weeks, that was last 4 weeks there. Last 3 weeks, drop a like on the video if you're still here. Drop a like for me, man. Drop a like, share it, whatever the case may be. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. The K rate for Mason Wynn and Arenado is sick, right? 7 and 3. They look good. You got Wynn and Burleson. I haven't even got to the lefties, which I'm getting ready to go to the lefties now. Over the course of the last week, Contreras is on fire. 3 for 6, 500, 646, isolated power. Exit velo is at 100. It's at 100, bro. Mason Wynn, 2 for 2, whatever the case may be, last 7 days. So we got that, right? We got that all that out the way. Mason Wynn, Arenado, those guys look good. You're looking for a bomb. You got a picture they're giving up bombs. You can look at Goldsmith, Contreras, right? Those are the righties, right? Let's go to the lefties, though. Let's go to the lefties. To the left, to the left. All right, so fastball, curveball, cutter. We'll look at that. Fastball, curveball, cutter. We'll look at that, right? We'll look at that. We'll look at 3 for right now. Left-hand hitters. Okay. So, left-hand hitters. Okay. So Brendan Donovan and Burleson's got a 40 something sample size here. 283 over the course of the last month versus this pitch mix. 89 and 92, whatever. Burleson's got 3 home runs, 14 hard hit balls, 4 balls launched, 12% barrel rate, 55 hard hit. Yeah, 12% K percentage for him and Donovan. So I'm definitely liking Donovan, right? I haven't been betting on Siani. He just keeps popping up, man. Right? He keeps popping up, but I haven't been betting on him, so I ain't even going. Last 3 weeks, look at Siani. He must be some type of specialist because he strikes out. But these 2 guys look good. They're not striking out. Hit parlays, whatever you want to do. Last 3 weeks, Burleson's got 3 home runs versus this pitch mix. Burleson has been looking great, right? Last 2 weeks, Burleson still looks good. Donovan looks good. Burleson looks good, really good, right? Last week, right here, you can see Burleson. Last week, Burleson, Siani. Siani has been, he's some type of specialist, right? He strikes out a lot, but they probably play him when the time is right. So I like those bats. Burleson would probably be the one on the lefties, followed by Burleson. Burleson followed by Donovan, right? So let me see. The top righty for me would be Contreras, followed by the top lefty for me would probably be Burleson. And Burleson has been on one. I can even take a look at Burleson. Let's see. How the fuck do I do this? So lately, his at-bats right here. And you could just, like, when you're looking at a lot of this stuff right now, let's just pay attention to the exit velo right now. So, and its results. So, with the green is like exit velo is probably 95 and up, maybe, right? So his results and what happens when, and these are results when, you get hard hit balls and stuff like that. So 109 exit velo, home run. 435, right? 96 was a flyout. Exit velo. This 96 versus 99, single. 100, single. 95, ground out, sac fly. 95, sac fly. 95, grounded to double play. 98, ground out. 102, double. 96, fly out. 100, home run, right? So, and the cutter, off the cutter. So, at the end of the day, and then I want to say right here, you can filter in and filter out some of these stick. So when you look at this exit velo and launch, that will equal out to, that's a combination. That's how they have it figured, right? This ball's launched, they have it figured as a combination of, I think, 96 or 95 or better exit velo combined with, I think, 25 degree, or maybe, what is it? It might be, I have to go back and read it. But like X amount of launch angle combined, which they come up with a personal stat, which would be balls launched. Okay? But it is what it is. Just have to tell you guys that, right? Multiple bats look good here. It is what it is. Multiple bats look good here. And I explained to what I would probably take those guys for, right? So Now, I think I would look at St. Louis in this one. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I'll look at St. Louis in this one. So the Cubs, no, Philadelphia and Minnesota. This is gonna be interesting. Over under 8. I don't know what I want. Shout out to Buxton yesterday, man. Bang bang, 2 bombs. I took him and somebody else to hit a bomb. I didn't take his regular home run prop. I took his hits, runs, and RBIs. I took him the combo on DraftKings. Him and somebody else to hit a home run, and I didn't take his regular home run prop. I was salty. I'm being the chump taking those combos like that. But whatever makes the green. Philadelphia Phillies and Minnesota. So Suarez and Ober on the mound. Okay. So sounds like a no-run first inning candidate, right? Let's take a look. Suarez and Ober. Ober, 66, 6-3. Suarez, 5-4. So everything that glitter just ain't gold, right? Even though it still can happen. It still can happen. Both of these guys on a no-runs first inning streak. Both of these teams have foul power. I probably wouldn't bet it because you got somebody like Kyle Schwarber leading off. Bang, it's bye-bye. You got somebody like Buxton on the other side who's pretty much hot right now. He hit 2 home runs yesterday. One swing of the bat, fuck your Nerfy right up, right? So I'm probably going to fall back. And at the end of the day, it still might hit, but I'm not going to go back and say, hey, man, I should have bet that shit. No, I took an L. I'd rather miss some money than lose some money. But I do want to take a look and see what the number is for the hits for the Nerfy, right? Minus 113. So right off first glance, you probably wouldn't even think that it would be a minus 113. You probably would say, hey, man, that's probably like a minus 130, minus 140 because of who's on the mound. You go back and look at the numbers. That's why you fact check it. These motherfuckers been getting hit in the first inning. Now, money line 116, 160, 102. Decent money lines here. Let's take a look at Suarez first. $2.8 at home, 2.6 on the road, whatever, right? Look good versus lefties and righties, 228 and 217. Batting average, he's on the road versus lefties where he's pitching his worst so far. On the road versus lefties. They'll be facing who? Minnesota, right? Minnesota's got some bats. Oh, and top of that, Ranger Suarez is lefty. So, taking a look at left-hand pitching on the season, Minnesota, 20% K rate with a 121 WRC plus, right? Minnesota has been knocking left-hand pitchers the fuck around, right? They've been knocking them around. That's on the season. Like I say, it's hard to maintain 120 WRC plus over the course of a damn season. Now, last 30 days, Minnesota, 18% K rate, 137 WRC plus. It's even higher. God damn. How many plate appearances in the last 30 days, though? 209, I probably would stop right there. That's the only thing about that. Batters, they licking their chops, waiting for lefties. You don't see lefties that much, right? You don't see lefties that much. Over the course of a month, they've only had 200 plate appearances versus lefties, but they've been getting them in and they've been getting them out. Tiffany says, give me Harper, right? So at the end of the day, taking a look at what these What do they do, right? What they do versus his pitch mix. Now we know he's an okay pitcher, which we already know that. But what do these bats do? What do these bats do? So, um, Minnesota, Mendes Suarez. Um, where the fuck the lefties at? Okay, so that didn't pan out well. That don't look good at all. What about the righties? Sinking curveballs. So the righties been the ones, right? Them motherfuckers been the ones, right? So over the course of 6 weeks, still not a lot of penalty sides. That's what I said. They don't see a lot of lefties, right? But you got somebody like Buxton right now. He's only over the course of the last 6 weeks. He's only had 8 at bats versus pitch mix. And keep in mind, it's a lefty, but he is 5 for 8, 625 batting average, 742 right. So Buxton is just going to be on there, right? It's going to be Buxton versus lefties anywhere it go. Damn, looks very good. Castro, most of the time he leads off. He's 6 for 19, 2 home runs, 952. Then I was looking at it yesterday. I thought he hit a leadoff triple. I think he hit a leadoff double. I'm not mistaken. Or did he try to steal and get threw out? Or did he try to go all the way to third? I don't fucking know. But Correa, I think Correa might be hurt. Santana looking great. But these are not big sample sizes. But like I say, they probably getting to lefties, getting them in, and getting them up out of there. They haven't been seeing them, but when they have been cracking them, right? Now you got to give it to consideration that this kid is pretty good. He is pretty good. So I don't know, but it's a whole hell of a lot of green right there, right? So it's like a pick your poison type of thing, right? Over the last 4 weeks, Buxton is 3 for 3. Like, I mean, if they seen lefties every day, they'll be fucking them up. So Minnesota looks pretty good versus lefties. Do you think they can hit this particular lefty though? And like I said, the ones that are hitting lefties for Minnesota are the righties. So in general, he has a 217 batting average versus righties. This is Ranger Suarez. On the road, he's had a 196 batting average versus righties with a 25% K rate. I don't know. My guess would be Minnesota might get to him. That would be my guess. These righties, and I would look at the. Yeah, he was doing great. He was doing great. I would look at what the projected lineup looks like. Minnesota projected lineup looks like. Now this ain't confirmed. This is projected. I wouldn't even have these lefties in there. They look terrible. But this is projected. It's not. They don't even have Buxton in the projected lineup. So this is some bullshit right there. I don't even want to look at that. Castro looked good though. Buxton looked good. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. But how about Oberg, right? How about Bailey Oberg, right? At home, 3.2. On the road, 4.6. got 242 batting average versus righties and a 209 versus lefties. K percentage is up 24 and 26 on the road to lefties and righties. Batting average looks okay. He's pitching his best on the road, man. I mean, he will give up a bomb or two here and there. Interesting. Then let me see. So I know already Minnesota righties. If I'm getting to any bats for Minnesota, they would be the righties. Castro, Buxton, Santana. I mean, whatever, right? We'll see though. Probably only might actually would probably be Buxton and Castro for me. But sliding over here to Philly versus a righty, right? Look at those lefties. He's given up 3 home runs in the last 2 months on that fastball. Okay, so he's doing that slider 12% of the time. I just added that slider in and it kind of shook up some shit. Take that slider away. So none of them motherfuckers like that slider. I put the slider back in there. They be like, I'll take the slider away. They're like, yay. So all right, so without that slider, Bryce Harper looks good. Bryce Harper, man, 15, 5 hits, 3 home runs. Yeah, so Bryce Harper looked good versus those pitches, minus the slider. Where's Schwarber? Schwarber down at the bottom. 182 batting average. Like he ain't been looking good. The power is there still though. Exit velo is still there, but the hard hit is still there, but the averages ain't there. He ain't somebody I'm looking. So Harper, yep, Tiffany likes Harper, so it is what it is. I'll bring it in a little bit. Bring it in a little bit just to see. I would like Harper there. I would like Harper there, right? So check out these righties. So Trey Turner, over the course of 3 weeks, Trey Turner looks good, right? 11% K rate. Looks like I like Trey Turner a little more than Harper, truthfully. He's been on fire. Excuse me. He's been on fire, right? 17 plate appearances, 7 hits, 17% barrel rate, hard hit percentage is up, K percentage is down at 11. Nick Castellanos, this K percentage is down at around 11. Marsh looks good. Marsh looked good. I just don't be betting on Marsh like that. I think Marsh got a high K rate. But he did look. He was in the green. He was greening. He was greening. He was greening. Uh, Probably Trey Turner. It'd probably be Trey Turner for me, and Harper. Let's see. We get this good pitching though, so It's only over under 8. So when I write my batters down, I have to still go cross some other T's and dot some I's, right? So when I write my batters down, I still have to cross my T's and dot some I's, right? I still go back and look at splits again because, let's see, I'll go look at batter splits. So when I'm finalizing my bats, I'll go like barely over me, like for instance, Trey Turner, right? So mhm, I'll still go look at batter splits, what he's doing versus lefties, righties, and all that, right? The month of April, June, and July, shit like that. I still go look at that. They'll be at home. Philly be on the road. Um, he's batting 374 at home, 300 on the road. On the road versus righties, he's batting 315. On the road versus lefties, he's batting 300. Um, isolated power is down on the road at 123 versus righties. At home versus righties is up over 100 more points. So his best split is like at home versus righties with a 186 WRC plus. But his WRC plus not too far behind at home versus lefties. So overall, at home he's hitting better at home. So I still go back and look at shit like that. Just more reasons for me to overthink shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it funky with you, right? So at the end of the day, those are something because I still got to take in consideration pitching, though. You know what I'm saying? So overall, looking at these guys, both of these guys, these teams here. So versus left-hand pitching, we know Minnesota not striking out that much. How about versus right-hand pitching, Philly versus right-hand pitching, strikeouts? Philly 21.6 over the course of a season. Last 30 days over the course of a season. Over the course of the last 30 days. Philly then crept up there somehow at 24% K rate, still 115 WRC plus, meaning we'll strike out, but we will still hit you. Okay, that's just what that means. Okay, last 2 weeks versus right-hand pitching Philly. Shot back down to the middle of the pack. So they could have seen somebody who struck their ass out like a killer ass pitcher. So at 22% is about league average. But 128 WRC plus meaning we will hit you. We will hit you hard, right? So it's a lot of things to consider in that spot. We only got it over under 8, so the books don't expect a lot of fireworks here. If you want to look for a hit or something like that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that with your favorite bat, maybe a hit, but over under 8 just ain't that sweet right now. Anything can happen, but it is what it is. Let me take a look at this lineup real quick. Rice, Soto, Judge. Judge is sitting in front of Soto, who looked good. You could probably get an RBI out of Judge. Brandon Rosarina, you could probably get an RBI out of him too. Hit part. Let me see. This game get ready to come on. Soto and Rosarina, you can get a hit for both of them at minus 105. I like that. RBIs. $125. No, minus 120 for Judge. Juan Soto. I don't know if I'll take his RBI. Rosarina at 135. I like that plus 135. You looking at Volpe? Okay. Um, we went over this game. Siri and some of those guys look really, really tough, right? They look really, really tough. For Rosarina, for 2 RBIs for Rosarina, you can get that at a plus 420. And like I said, some of these RBIs, man, they 2 RBIs, they just as good or even better than home runs. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is with that situation, right? Judge, you get 2 RBIs for him at plus 260. Batting behind Soto. Soto, somebody who walks. Soto, somebody who looks good today. Shit like that. So, then FanDuel, when it comes close to the time for it to lock, that's when they drop their hits, runs, and RBIs, right? You can take them up to 4. So, you get somebody like a Rosarina, you can get 4 hits, runs, and RBIs. This is my favorite bet, right? Favorite bet. The thing about here, you can do bankroll builders because they let you get 1, right? They snap with that shit. There, boy. They let you do 1. They just do 1 hit, runs, and RBI, right? So you can probably get but you can't put them in the same game parlays. But that's fine. You can take 3 of these. You can take 3 of these, put them together, and get you a bankroll builder. I really love that. But the thing about that is they only put it out, I think, when the lineups are out or close to lock. So any other game, you probably won't find it, right? So this New York Mets game, you won't find his runs and RBI. Oh my God, do I love his runs and RBI. Because I'm the type that like to predict game flow. So everybody got different types of playing styles. You know what I'm saying? I expect traffic on the bases. So right now, in the broader props, they don't even have it, right? So we'll have to wait. We will have to wait. Hits, runs, and RBIs. In general, though, for the last game, I would probably take. I'm getting ready to bet it right now, though. Anywhere it goes. So, see batting prop. And I think 2.5 is probably going to be where the value at for Soto and Soto. You get 2 for 190. Rosarina, you get 2 for 140. Right? I could lay that juice. You ain't lie. Get out of here. You bullshit. Ain't no way. I can't believe that. Now, Prize Picks, I do it on Prize Picks. You can do it on Prize Picks. I do it on Prize Picks. You bullshitting. Yeah, Jeff McNeil, I was looking at him. He looks good and he don't strike out. But Jordan Brown, cut it out, man. I can't get Bet 365. I can't get that. My sister in Virginia, though. She in Virginia, though. They can get it. Just went live and P. I seen that. What? Do I got Bet 365? They don't got 365 in Illinois, do they? Yeah. They don't. Let me see. Let me see something. Indiana. Right next fucking door. Motherfucker. I think anyone can use reach. No, this is it right here. Right next door. Right in Indiana. I have to go over to Indiana. Slide over there real quick. Drop them. Let me see though. Let me see. Bet365 must be lit. I be seeing people getting on that. I be seeing people getting on Bet365, man. Let me see something. Baseball. Let's take a look at how do you do that shit? Right here, go to games, bet builder, player props. What is it? Bet builder? What is it? Bet builder? What's that saying in parlay? Bet builder? Total bases, strikeouts, money line, hits, runs, and RBIs. Under player props. This it, right? Oh, they got and they got the milestones. Okay, so wait a minute, let me see. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Was this? Am my eyes deceiving me, or you can go all the way up to some shit? I'm gonna have to see. Yeah, they wrong. Drive an hour to it to any and use it. Yeah, under player props, put free to one of the songs, refer a link. Shit. Let's see. So, what would you do? What would you have to do? Let me see. Judge. Fuck it. They want me to log in. I'm tripping, right? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to figure that shit out. Damn, when they come to Illinois. All right, let me see something real fast. Grisham, I like Grisham too. You get a hit for Grisham at minus 135. Where's Grisham batting at? Back there on the back end. I'm taking Soto in the Rose Arena for a hit. Just got that at minus 103. And I'm taking um I'm gonna go with 2.5. Let me see. I'm getting 2.5. Let me see. 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Rose Arena plus 145. And I'll take the 2.5 for Soto at plus 100. And then I'll do a parlay. Um, I'll take. Okay, so I'm gonna take. I'm gonna try to take. I'm gonna try to take. I'm going to take Rosario for a run. Rosarina for RBI. I'm going to take Judge for RBI. I shouldn't take Judge for shit. That's what I shouldn't do. Y'all be cussing y'all same game parlays out. I do. I just told us I shouldn't take Judge for shit. I ain't trying to go hard like that though, man. I'm a scary cat. Let's give me a hit for Soto. I'm gonna take you said I'm taking Randy Rent for a dingo. I don't care. Yeah, okay, for sure. I'm gonna take who you said he was gonna take Volpe. I'm gonna take a little Volpe, right, for a hit, and then I'm gonna take fuck it, make it a little fun. Take Grisham for a hit. That's plus 900, right? What does it take to win $100? 10.57. Have a little fun. A little sprinkle for that bomb not gonna hurt. It sure ain't gonna hurt, is it? Damn, Tiffany. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to ESPN bet with this one. And I'm gonna put a little sprinkle on the home run because it won't hurt. I got some odd change. We don't got good odds over here. Plus 320. I guess I will throw together Soto. Soto 230 for a home run. Um, I'll put $5 on Soto and Randy Rosarina parlayed for a home run. That'll win me $51 if they hit. Okay. Okay. Um, oh, it is what it is, girl. It ain't nothing. It is what it is. We already know. Ain't no bankroll shaming going on over here. All right, so where we at, man? It's 11:30. So we got a little action. I got a little action going on in that game. All right, Cubs and Milwaukee. I can't stand Milwaukee. When it comes to my Cubs, all right. So quick drive by, real quick. Um, You know what? That Philly game, Kyle Schwarber's 1 for 2, Santana's 1 for 2, um, Vasquez 3 for 5. Just like nothing, right? Nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular there. The Cubs and all right, let's take a look at it. Fuck, man. Who's that? What's his name? Tobias Myers. So lefties been hitting him. He's been getting hit by lefties. He's pitching his worst to lefties. A little bit better on the road, but he's pitching his worst to lefties. Tobias Myers. He went 6 innings versus the Cubs, gave up a bomb. That was Michael Busch. I remember that. Michael Busch for the Cubs got him on that one. Or maybe it was his first one. The Cubs just gotten to him 2 games in a row. The first game he pitched versus them, he only went 3 innings. The second game he pitched versus the Cubs this year, he went 6 innings. He gave up a bomb 3 earned run. Probably gave up a bomb late. He had 6 Ks. So let's take a look at these Cubs lefties real quick. Hmm. Okay, so the Diamonds did look good. I gotta send you a cash up for doing. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I don't mind, but don't worry about it. If you could. I do got that little. If y'all want to join the channel or whatever, I do got a $2.99 membership on YouTube. We could join that if you want. That's $2.99 a month. I know. I know the researchers probably work that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I ain't tripping. Michael Busch, yeah. So over the course of the month, whatever, right? He does have 2 bombs versus this. K percentage is up. Him and Ian Happ. K percentage is up. Let's move a little bit closer here. Um, hmm, 2 weeks. Hmm. Well, Michael Busch does have a home run versus him. Uh, it's just not sexy to me, man. It's not. It's there somewhere. It'll say join on the YouTube channel. It'll say join somewhere. I have to find it. Truthfully, it'll say join. Uh, it'll say join. You could look around and you know what I'm saying, become a member, join or some shit. Um, And then it's the Cubs. Like this is my team, and I don't even follow the ass like that. I didn't fell off. Um, let's look at those righties. Oh, you know what? I had it filtered wrong. Maybe that's why I had it filtered wrong. I'm sorry. Wait. I had it filtered wrong. That's why I cut a change up. Change up. Okay, I had it filtered wrong. My bad. Okay. The damn light went out. That was crazy. I get the fucking pixelating over here. I get the pixelating over here when the motherfucking lights come out. I gotta go buy me some better lights, man. I supposed to got them on Prime Day, but I forgot. Either way it go, 13 and 43, 7 extra base hits, 2 home runs. Uh, Michael Bush looks okay, right? He looks okay. Probably gets worse within the last 3 weeks, but he looked okay. It gets better then. It gets better. So Michael Bush is somebody you can take a look at. 11 for 33 last 3 weeks in the first just pitch mix. So I couldn't talk you off of that. Not too much of a, not too much. Not too much more, in my opinion. Looking at Milwaukee, look at the righties here. Right hand batters. Suzuki, Honer. So Suzuki, he's got a 20% K rate versus this year. He does have 5 bombs, okay? 6 extra base hits, 5 bombs, okay? 7 balls launched, 13 hard hit, 364 isolated power. 20, his K percentage look good, right? No problem, Tiff. K percentage look good. Okay, average. Yeah, Suzuki looks better, right? Honer, he's a guy who don't strike out much, right? So you can see him. I can see him getting on base some type of way. At 297, I can't talk you off of it. He's 11 for 37. If you just want to hit something, somebody could probably get a hit, or maybe Sad Suzuki. Some guys like that. Whatever. Hit parlays, probably not spectacular. Sad Suzuki he does have 5 home runs within that time span. Right, last 3 weeks. Goes down to 3 home runs, but his numbers go up a little bit better. K percentage goes down by 1.25. Um, Suzuki looks good. Christopher Morel jumped into the with his striking out ass at 42%. He jumped into that. He's got 3 home runs in that time span. So his numbers looked good within the last 3 months. But he will strike out, man. Christopher Morel had a better year last year than he's having this year. Um, Christopher Morel, last 2 weeks, he's 6 for 13 with 3 home runs. So last 2 weeks, he's been on fire versus this pitch mix. Don't know which pitch it was. Pitch is. If I take the cutter down, let's see what he looks like. So it ain't the cutter. If I take the slider down, it's the fastball. So he probably hit one versus the fastball, one versus the slider. Yep, shit like that. Sam Suzuki, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He looks good. But I can tuck you off Bush. Cubs are not the best that I go to all the time, but it is what it is, right? Those are the guys. Looking at Milwaukee side of things here. And remember, this kid he's pitching his worst, Tobias Myers, just in general to lefties, right? So an extra bump to Michael Bush, who's already has a home run versus him. Then we got Assad, right? So Assad, Javier Assad, Okay. I don't know how I want to attack this game, truthfully. I was just looking at some of his game logs, but his splits here, I just don't know how I want to attack this game. We'll be on the no, he'll be at home, right? Where he's pitching a little bit better at home. Um, he's got a 277 batting average versus righties. He pitches better at home. On the road versus righties, his worst split at 325 batting average versus righties. So, uh, let's take a look at the righties first. Let's kick it off with that. So, Milwaukee right-hand batters. He's throwing a sinker 62% of the time. Willie Adames. Tiffany was on point. Willie Adames looks good with a 33% K rate. So he's throwing that sinker 62% of the time. Let's take a look here. I took the slider down. He must have a home run versus the slider. They go from 2 home runs to what? Oh, that's what he's been hitting. He's got 2 home runs versus that slider. Adames likes that slider. So if I take the cutter down, which he's throwing 60%, no. Take the slider and the sinker down, and Adames, where the fuck did he? Oh, he's at the bottom. He ain't even seen it, right? He ain't even seen it, right? So, like I said, he's throwing that cutter. No, I'm sorry. He's throwing that sinker 62% of the time. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Come on now. Come on, Denzel. Come on. Slide back, right? So he's throwing a sinker 62% of the time. That's about what you want to look at. So Contreras, over the course of a month there you go. So these guys look good versus the sinker. Don't mean they're gonna hit them. That don't mean he's gonna hit them, but they look good versus the sinker. Adames, 6 for 20, 10% K rate. That's what I like, the K rate. They're not striking out versus it. Jackson Torino, 5 for 14. No barrels on it, no home runs on it, low isolated power. So, if they do, probably look at the hits or something like that. Very small total of extra base hits. I can filter it out, push it out to let's go with the last 2 months. Still probably won't matter. No power coming off of that pitch. How about the last 3 weeks? Still wouldn't matter, right? But they've put bat to ball on that pitch before. I would probably look at them for hits. You know what I'm saying? If that. But like I said, he's throwing that pitch there. Now, if we add in the slider here, let me see, 4, which he's only throwing that slider 17% of the time. That would be the next pitch I'll be adding in. And Willie Adames pops. He's got 2 home runs versus that slider. Those are the 2 most heaviest pitches he's throwing. So Adames is definitely lining up, right? He's definitely lining up. Okay. Jackson Torino, 270 batting average with a 7 for 26 with 3 extra base hits and 1 home run, 15% K rate. He's lining up. He's getting in line, right? Contreras, no home runs. The power could be there, whatever. I don't know. Well, isolated power ain't, but I ain't gonna try to stress nothing. Then if we push in that, that cutter, and then we might see Contreras pop in there. Let's see. Not as much, right? So Willie Adames looks like the guy, 1 bat there. So you can look at what Adames Baseline hit for me, man. Baseline hits, whatever. Baseline hit. Adames. Michael Bush. What's the kid's name? Suzuki. Let's check the lefties. Okay. Now we got to take pitch into consideration. Now, got to take pitch into consideration. But right now, over the last month, Frelick and Yelich batting 480, 400, not striking out at all versus this pitch. I mean, not at all, but they look really, really good. Let me see something. Adames is 1 for 4. Contreras is 1 for 3. Michael Bush is 2 for 5, a single and a home run. Happ, 1 for 2. They haven't even seen Assad much, really. Let me take a look at Assad's game log. So he's given up more than 3 earned runs 3 times this year. He's seen Milwaukee once this year, and he blanked them. 4 strikeouts. 4 strikeouts, 4 hits. He went 6 innings at home. He pitched good versus them. So, and I mean, Assad looks okay, man. He looks okay. He'll be at home. We've got a 2.3 ERA. Just got to figure this shit out. If you want to attack these guys, if you don't, we got to over under 8.5 in this spot. It's a cat and mouse game. I don't know who I want to attack. What I do know is Yelich is probably the best bat on this team. He looks good. Sal Frelick, you can look at him. You don't have to look at him for power. A hit here and there, shit like that. What's got me, the low K rates, I like that, right? So I'll write these guys down. Yelich and Frelick. In play, but I don't know how I want to attack them. In play, but I don't know how I want to attack them. Let's move it in a little bit closer real quick. 3 weeks. Yelich looks good. Frelick looks good. Terrain don't strike out. It's a matter of time before Terrain probably heats up. Average is down a little bit. That's okay. He's still good at baseball. So it is what it is. I mean, these 3 guys are in play. Are they going to do something? I don't know. I'm going to do some skipping here because I'm going to get ready to go. I want to look at this. Unless I just do some speed looking real fast. Let me see if I can do some speed looking real fast. I will start with this game here's got an under feel to it. This White Sox in this Texas Rangers game, somehow it's got a little under feel to it. Let's see. Fetty. Don't know if I'm gonna like these like what's going on here. Where they at? Home. Okay, so he's pitching his worst on the road. Fetty. Pitching his worst on the road right now. 4.19 ERA on the road. Fetty is, 225 and 230 to lefties and righties. On the road, 250 and 243. Let's take what is his K percentage? I don't even look at him for no strikeouts, truthfully. But this team don't strike out either. Let's take a look and see how he's been getting hit. At Cleveland, 1 earned run. At Detroit, 2. At Arizona, 2. At Seattle, 1. Only 4 Ks. Definitely ain't fuck with this Ks. You couldn't do their ass in. At Chicago, 3. At Milwaukee, 4. They touched them a little bit. At Toronto, 5. At St. Louis, 5. So the trend that I'm seeing right now, early on, he was getting hit on the road. Kansas City, the first game, not as much. But Cleveland got him for 4. St. Louis got him for 5. Toronto got him for 5. Milwaukee got him for 4. The Cubs got him for 3. But after that, he faced, so he's pitching his worst. Arizona, he did good. His last 3 games, Detroit did 2. He did good. Cleveland, 3 earned runs. He did good. So the last 3 games, he's pitched good on the road. Kind of like settling in, right? Kind of like settling in. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at his last 6 games, he's went 6 innings or better, right? The reason why I have to look at that is because we know Texas had went through a drought as to where they weren't hitting right-hand pitching. They weren't. They wasn't striking out either. And Fetty, as you can see, is a guy that doesn't need strikeouts, so we don't have to worry about that. If I'm betting on Fetty, I'm betting on his pitching outs. So Texas, a 92 WRC plus on the season versus right-hand pitching. So at the end of the day, what are you doing lately, though? The last 30 days is what I really want to see. Of course, I know they're better the last 30 days. 91 WRC plus, I will pull it. There's instances where I will pull it. Take his pitching outs, considering where his pitching outs is at. Eric Fetty's pitching outs is sitting at what? Got to be 17.5. The Rangers outs are 16.5. Eric Fetty's sitting at 16.5. I got love for it. Meaning he's got to get into the 6th inning and get you 2 outs. I got love for that prop. Because like I said, has he faced this Texas team? No. But Cleveland, he went 6 innings versus Cleveland. 6 innings versus the Dodgers. 7 innings versus Detroit. 6 versus Arizona. 7 versus Seattle. 6.1 versus Baltimore. 6 versus Toronto. 6 versus Washington. 6 versus Cleveland. 8 versus Tampa Bay. 6 versus Minnesota, but early in the flick before they got to Minnesotaing. But he has the ability, right? So I can't do nothing but lean over towards his outs. It'll be the over or nothing for me dealing with Eric Fetty outs. And that's what I'll look at there. Lorenzen, on the other hand, I would have to like his outs as well. Lorenzen, he looked good this year, okay? Let me do a quick look at it again. Lorenzen. And let me go over here and add these outs and shit over here, right? Let's see. Pitching. I got some pitching outs over here. Okay, so let me add them over here. Outs recorded. Fetty. I'm quite sure Lorenzen is going to go on that list. So I got a list of some pitching outs guys over here, right? So let me see. Eric Lorenzen, right? So 3.3 ERA, home in the road, almost 4 on the road. They'll be at home today, right? Now, Fetty is pitching his worst on the road, so I got that in the back of my head, a mental note. Righties are the ones who's hitting Lorenzen. He got a 273 batting average versus righties, right? At home versus righties, he got 286 batting average. So now I need to look because Lorenzen is a lefty. No, he's a righty. So I would have to look now because now I'm starting to wonder. Now, Andrew Vaughn, Luis Robert. So now I got to take a look at these batters and Lorenzen and see. I'm worried because the White Sox will figure some way out to fuck your little bread up, right? Chicago White Sox, right-hand hitters, Lorenzen, dang. He's doing a lot of bullshit, right? Sinker fastball, changeup, sweeper, right? Sinker fastball, changeup, sweeper. He's doing a lot of little bullshit, man. So, where's Andrew Vaughn? Damn, 2 for 28. I'm gonna have to move some of that shit around. All right, let's see. Last 3 weeks. It's probably gonna be. It probably would consider. So, Sosa. So these motherfuckers striking out, man. Damn. 28. What was Lorenzen's K rate? 21%, 14%. 22. He don't strike out much. Many people. What was his game log here? So his last 4 games straight, he only pitched 5 innings, and he's been getting hit. I mean, well, 5 earned runs. The Angels, blank Tampa Bay. Baltimore hit him for 5. Milwaukee hit him for 2. So lately, 2 of his last 3 games, he's giving up numbers. What is his expected numbers here? Well, this is a long ass motherfucking stream here. I'm probably in this bitch by myself by now. Let me see. Excuse my language, YouTube. I didn't mean that. A couple people here. It don't matter really. Truthfully. Tiffany says she's still here. Sosa, man. Luis Robert and Sosa. I mean, I'm not just trying to force anything. I just want to see something, man. I'm not trying to force anything. I guess. What about these lefties? Nicky Lopez had been hitting too, man. Straight up. Nothing sexy. Nothing sexy. Nothing sexy. So, neither one of these big time strikeout pitchers, they've been striking out, so Lorenzen get a bump in the strikeout category, but Lorenzen hasn't been going 6 innings the last few games. He was on a tear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of his 11 games. He had win 6 innings or better. And then he just fell off a cliff right here, right? So could he be down sliding? I don't know. He said, no, I'm trying to get my parlays right. Was he down sliding? I don't know. His pitching also sitting there. Where? 16 and a half. It's doable versus the White Sox like everybody. It's in play. It's in play. It's in play. I'll think about it more, but it's in play. I don't even think I'll be on any Texas bats here, truthfully, to tell you the truth. But I'll take a quick look at them. But I don't know if I'm gonna be on anything in this game. This game has an under feel to it, right? I mean, Corey Seager, which we already know, Jonah Heim, I guess, Leody Tavares, like whatever, man. Straight up, whatever. That's what it is with me. Whatever, right? It's like whatever. That's all. Last 3 weeks. Yeah, it's like whatever with me, for real. Like whatever. It's got an underfield to it. Let's take a look at the righties and slide, man. Let's take a look at the righties and slide. Marcus Simeon, like whatever, right? Just anything can happen in this game. It is what it is. I'm back, y'all. Still cooking. Yeah, I got off all Texas bats. I had Seaman and Nathaniel Lowe. I don't like Texas bat either. I'm with you. We don't even like them. And guess what? They're finna put up 100 runs. But it is what it is. Let's get the fuck off this. Let's get off this game, right? They've got an underfield to it. We do have a total of 8.5. So something's something, right? Something's gonna happen. Maybe we'll see. Got an underfield to it to me, but the book's smarter than me. We in here still select. They still look good. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, when I got into it, it got a little risky. Okay, okay. We got Reagan's, and I don't know if this is be a bullpen game or what. Um, okay. Let me see something. Nobody's got any significant history. Paul DeJong is 5 for 18 with 2 home runs versus Lorenzen. Nobody's got any significant history there. Nicky Lopez is 2 for 7. No significant history. What do we got here? Arizona Diamondbacks and Kansas City. So no extensive history here for anyone either, right? So Cole Riggins. So lefties, he's pitching his worst towards lefties, right? 282 batting average versus righties. He got a 204 batting average. Who they playing against? Okay. Okay. So I'll be thinking about young Jock here, right? Well, he's a lefty though. He's a lefty. So we got to do some cross referencing and all this shit. I'll be working on this game at work. But K percentage is really good. 23% towards lefties, 31% towards righties. At home, 25% to lefties, and 34% to righties. Like I said, at home versus lefties, got a 396 batting average. Yikes, right? So, taking a look at Cole Reagan's game log here. So Cleveland put up 5 runs on him, and we know what Cleveland will do. Cleveland will put those lefties out there, right? Cleveland will put those lefties out there in the show, reflected in the score. He did have 6 Ks, but he had 1 home run and 5 earned runs. Another game, the Dodgers. He gave up 2 home runs. Most likely, it was probably Freeman and some of those lefty guys. Or maybe a Teoscar because he hits lefties, right? Let's see. Oh, well, Tiny's a lefty too, but home runs, Rojas and Chris Taylor. Like, I would have been mad as hell. Like, what the fuck? I bet it on such and such, not Rojas and not. But yeah, yeah. So he's been getting hit by lefties, right? Yeah. So Minnesota put up 8 hits on them. No home runs. Angels gave him 7 hits. Baltimore, of course, Baltimore laid lumber on his ass, 7 earned runs. Okay, I guess. It is what it is, right? So, the thing is, okay, you got Corbin Carroll, you got young Jocker into the lineup today. Let's see. Arizona. So we know what left. Oh shit! I forgot that fast, man. You know what Arizona does to lefties and fastball? This boy ass in trouble. He in for it, right? Let's see. You know what Arizona does to lefties, bro? Damn, I forgot all about that. Brain freeze, man. I've known what to do with this one before I even clicked into it. So, but it ain't these guys. I'll tell you that. It's them righties. So what is he throwing towards these righties, man? It's them righties. He's pitching his best towards these righties. So we will see. We will see. Fastball forward 41% of the time, followed by that changeup and then cutter. Right. All that green. Right. So yesterday, they didn't show up yesterday. They didn't show up yesterday versus that fastball. Now they get another chance, right? Now, she said she only liked Marte for the D back. So, they get another chance here. Versus lefties on the season, Arizona. Let's go last 30 days. 23% K rate, 105 WSA. So they hit them. They hit lefties. They just ain't seen a lot of them. They hit them, right? They've been finding ways to strike out too. So that's interesting. That's interesting. He might be able to strike them out. He might be able to strike them out. Let me see something. I'm trying to see something. I forgot how to do that shit. I forgot how to do it. But either way it go, they might be able to hit him, man. They might be able to hit him. I mean, he might be able to strike their ass out. He might. Um, he might be able to strike them out. We'll see. Um, they got some bats looking very, 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 very good versus this mix. I could take out that cutter. Not too many of these bats striking out. Marte is pretty much not striking out with a 6% K rate. Gabriel Marino hits the fastball really, really good. He's 7 for 10 versus this pitch mix with a 0% strikeout rate. It's about time for Christian Walker to hit a bomb out of nowhere. So it's a lot of green here. It's a lot of green here. It's only 15 plate appearances. I can move it out a bit, at least to like 6 weeks. See a bigger sample size, but still in the green. I can move it out to 2 months. Still in the green. Like they look good all the time versus a fastball straight up. Now you got the change up, but I can take the fastball. I can take the change up down. And the fastball up there. Oh, it looks really, really good. I can take the fastball down and add the changeup. So Ketel Marte, Grichuk, and Marine, they still hitting the changeup. They still hitting the changeup. So it's possible they tear his ass up today. It's possible, but he's pitching his best to right hand batters. So everybody's green right there. All those righties, I can't even, you know. It is what it is, right? Take who you fucking like or who you want or whatever. I can't. I mean, there's too many people right there. I mean, it ain't like all these guys gonna go ballistic. If they do, then they do. It is what it is. But I don't know what to do. I don't. Suarez has been good. Yes, he has. Uriel, definitely, 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 definitely. Right. This other kid here, I don't know. Gilbert. This must be a. Uh, hmm. He's faced. Let me see. Okay. This must be one of the top guys. 1 run over 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out to it. Okay, this is one of the top guys right here. Game log. Check his minor league. 76 innings pitched, 105 strikeouts. This is minor, right? He has some K stuff, boy. 76 innings, 105 strikeouts. Shit. You striking motherfuckers out. This the minus for him. Home runs, meh. Earned runs, major leagues, 2 games pitched, Face Toronto. Atlanta, 5 strikeouts. That was okay. What is he, a lefty? He's a righty. Toronto, he went 6 innings both. That's strong. I like that. He went 6 innings both games. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Buddy Ass. Went 6 minutes, 6 innings both games, right? Okay, whatever, right? So, I'll just look at this team in general versus right hand pitching. They've been putting up runs lately too, man. Kansas City, don't strike out much, 95% K rate. WRC plus, 95. Last 30 days, KC, second least strikeout team in the league. 95 WRC plus. Okay. Last 14 days versus righties. 261 plate appearances, 98 WRC plus. I don't know what to think of that. So I could take a look at their bats versus righties. What I do know is there's a few lefties they have that don't strike out at all. Pasquantino, a few more other guys. I'll show them to you. These guys don't strike out. Those guys can make it hard for you, right? Witt has been looking pretty good. KC, Witt has been looking pretty good. Let's look at these lefties first. I don't know what the kid's been throwing, man, and it's probably going to be hard to tell what this kid's been throwing. But from a 2-game sample size, we'll see, right? So what's his name? Kansas City. He's been throwing that fastball. It's too hard for me to see right now, tell what he's been throwing, but I'll put these up there. Fastball. He's got a knuckle curve. They've been striking out against that shit. They have been striking out against that shit. Oh no, I'm tripping. I gotta wait. Right hand pitcher. Okay, MJ Melendez been hitting that, Pasquantino ain't been striking out. He's got 11%, but he ain't been doing too much of anything else. But let's look at these righties. MJ Melendez, 6 for 15, 1 bomb. MJ Melendez. If you just want to get to somebody, it'd probably be MJ Melendez, and I don't know if I'll get to him. Looking at these righties here. Same shit. Fastball, slider, knuckle curve. Okay, so Bobby Witt, we know he's going to be green for sure. Salvador Perez strikes out, but he will, if he gets a hold to it, it's gone. Don't even look. I'll take the knuckle curve down for 5%. Nobody's seen no knuckle curve. No way. But yeah, Salvi and Renfro, these guys, you can look at these guys. Bobby Witt Jr. been on one. He's batting 476 versus this pitch mix. So Bobby Witt Jr. would be the guy. Damn, he batting 476 versus this pitch mix. Last 2 weeks. 538 versus this pitch mix the last 2 weeks. Like, man. Salvi, over 50% K rate. That's the highest K rate I've ever seen. 57%. But he will, if he gets a hold to one of them, you better believe he gonna kiss that motherfucker goodbye. Exit velo 97 and 101 for Bobby Witt and them. Yeah, Bobby Witt and Salvi. Let's see. Bobby Witt though, but Salvi can go up there. Let me see. Pen running out of ink. Got that notepad here. All right. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna even try to just. I'm not even gonna try to do a lot here. All right. Boston at so the other day Gomber was supposed to pitch. He didn't, and I locked my bets in for Gomber. That was crazy. Freeland came out there and pitched, so we got Gomber today. What's going on with that other game? Maintenance mode. All right. Undergoing the maintenance. What's up with that game? Nothing. Not a damn thing. All right. 0-0. All right. Okay. Let's go. Colorado, Boston. I ain't looking for nothing but bats in this one here. Gomber's a lefty, right? So these motherfuckers terrible versus lefties, man. Big time strikeouts. No big time plate appearances versus any of these guys. I'm still expecting runs to put up here. She said O'Neill, Doyle, Tugly, all bats I like. Probably Tovar too. Ryu. So Jared Duran, 27% K rate, hard hitters up there. And he's been hot. Look at Devers, man. 9.91 with a 60% K rate, boy. Oh, that's the last 2 weeks. Let's go up to the last 3. Devers been striking out 62%. Look at all that shit, man. 35, 50, 22, 27, 62. All that striking out, man. That's crazy, man. They're going to be in chorus today, though. They need to step it up. Devers still probably going yard today. Despite all this shit. 118 batting average, he's probably still going yard. These lefties look bad. Damn. I hate to look at them motherfuckers. Go to the righties, man. Look at all that shit. All that striking out, man. Golly. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to have to overlook that shit today. So I'm going to be looking at the usual suspects, okay, for Boston. I ain't even going to take that strikeouts into consideration because I'm not taking Gomber's strikeouts. So I'll move to Colorado. Colorado will strike the fuck out too. And Tanner Houck got strikeout shit. But we in Coors, man. Coors is a different beast, man. And Tanner Houck throws some off the wall shit. His pitch mix is off the wall. So Doyle, Tovar. Tovar got a damn near 40% K rate. Doyle and Tovar. What's this? She said, "Oh, that's ugly. Never mind." Damn. He been pitching good as hell, especially on the road. He got a 33% K rate to righties. He probably finna strike their ass out. Has he been at Coors this year? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. 7Ks, 10Ks, 7Ks at LA and Oakland, Cleveland. He gave up 2 earned runs in Cleveland. He gave up 3 earned runs at Minnesota. Tampa Bay blanked them. Chicago, he gave up 2 earned runs and a bomb. Toronto, he gave up 2 earned runs. At New York, he gave up 1 earned run. He's been good. He's been good. He's been good. Colorado versus righties. Last 30 days. Second in K rate, 88 WRC plus. But at home, though, what have they been doing at home, though? Colorado, 9th with a 104 WRC plus at home. Motherfuckers different at home. A little different at home. Last 2 weeks in general versus righties. Number 1 in K rate last 2 weeks in general with a 115 WRC plus. Number 1 at home though, right hand pitching at home versus righties. Number 3 still high as hell, 113 still high as hell. So I can see instances where he come in here and strike their ass the fuck out straight up. I can see instances where he got to keep his shit together. It's just a different ballpark. It's a different ballpark. What about these lefties? He's doing the same shit. I was on Jake Cave. The other game, he didn't do shit. He got a hit, though. Nolan Jones. I guess. Ryan McMahon with a low K rate. The rest of these motherfuckers striking out. What's his strikeouts? 5.5 at Coors. I might take that. But it's Coors Field, so you got to throw a lot of shit out the door. The batters that look good to you, I wouldn't mind taking them. Wouldn't mind taking them. I wouldn't mind taking them. That was it's hard, man. It's hard. It's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. But this the game. I mean, Coors Field disappointed 2 games in a row with in the San Francisco series. They disappointed. I expected more runs Be put up. What happened here? Purdue goes up to bat. Austin Wells and Volpe. Who said Volpe? Yep, Volpe got a bomb. Rosarina struck the fuck out. Twice. No, inning. In the second inning. Soto struck out. That's rare. Judge struck out. Series, they dealing right now. Somebody gave up two bombs, but they still okay. It is what it is, right? Grisham up to bat right now. All right, fuck it, man. It is what it is. Okay. Man, I don't know how I missed that cycle yesterday, man. That's crazy, man. I missed that cycle yesterday. You know I would have bet it. Anybody catch that cycle yesterday? Dang, for Alvarez. Missed that cycle yesterday, man. Mm. I'm a Lawrence Butler, man. Jesus Christ, man. He on fire, man. Dang, man. Lawrence Butler, man. Lawrence Butler. You ain't get it, Tiff? All right, so I'm looking at Jordan for sure here. Taking a look at Hogan Harris, right? 3 ERA, home and the road. So Hogan Harris, I know he's giving it. He's giving it up to lefties. He got 300 batting average to lefties. I'm looking at Hogan Harris here. All right. He's got a 273 batting average on the road. They are at home. Okay. At home versus lefties, Hogan Harris. Um, One of his better splits, 261 batting average. Okay. On the road versus lefties, he got a 385 batting average. So I'm still looking at Jordan here. Take a look at Hogan Harris here versus these lefties here. Houston. Hogan Harris is a righty, right? I think. Hogan Harris is a lefty. When's Kyle Tucker coming back? Damn. So, yeah, this is Jordan for me. I mean, he hasn't seen that many though, man. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. What's the fastball slider? He hasn't seen that many or whatever, but he's 4 for 11, right? So yeah, right. In the last month, about 2 months, 304 with one bomb. K percentage is down. How about taking down that curveball? So that didn't really budge anything. It'll be your down for me for sure. Looking at the righties there. Um, uh, Over the course of 2 months, Altuve looked good. No home runs, but he got a 435 batting average. Oh, just filtered to righties. Jake Myers 10 for 28. Altuve 10 for 23. About the last month. Altuve. 33% K rate though. Jake Myers. They ain't see a lot of lefties, but it is what it is. Altuve. If you look at Myers, you can look at Myers. There he is right there. Probably gonna be your down for me though. Okay. On the this Arrietty on the Oakland side. ERA on the road is 6.7. 4.4 at home. Bad on the road. Lefties hitting them. And he's got 250 batting average versus righty, so they can hit him as well. He does have some good K stuff. He got 25% K rate on the road versus lefties, 280 on the road versus righties, 318. So the K percentage goes down. On the righty stays the same. Lefties go down a little bit. Minnesota gave him 2 earned runs. Toronto on the road. Toronto hit him. Excuse me. The White Sox get up 3 earned runs. Detroit hit them at Detroit. Oh, no, Detroit in general. At San Francisco, at Seattle, at Oakland. Oakland got to him already with only 3 runs. Oakland got to him for 2 runs. To be his 3rd time seeing Oakland. How many strikeouts? 5 Ks versus Oakland once, 7 Ks versus Oakland the other time. Oakland looks good versus right-hand pitching right now, though. I'm tell you that shit right now. Yeah. Somebody called that. Yeah. Somebody called that Volpe bomb. That's 30 days versus right-hand pitching. Oakland is 25, but the 111 WRC plus, they look good. They striking out a little bit, but they look good though. Oakland, last 2 weeks down there, 22% K rate with 128 WRC plus. They look good. Oakland looks good. Oakland looks good right now. Right now. Right? Is they still hot? We'll see. So in this time span, the last 4 weeks, Zach Geloff batting 400. Everything looks good. 20% K rate. Couldn't talk you off of that. 3 bombs, 3 extra base hits. That looks good. Rooker. That's my guy, right? So, we all fuck with Rooker, right? So Rooker and Zach looks pretty good there. Low K rates and all that, right? Last 3 weeks here. Rooker, 6 for 18, 2 bombs, 13% K rate. Zach down here, 16% K rate, looking good. Looking good. 294, 353. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Last 2 weeks here. Max, Rooker. Boy, this boy got a hefty K rate. Okay. All right. They would probably be rookie for me. They would probably be rookie for me. What about these lefties? Butler. Oh, I just said that. Well, we already know Butler been on one, man. He's been on one. He's on something serious. 19 for 43. Isolated power sitting at 605. 7 bombs, 11 extra base hits. This motherfucker been on. This boy been on some stuff here, man. Straight up. Lawrence Butler been on some stuff. They're gonna want to test him. Last 3 weeks, same old song. Yeah, he's been on some stuff here. He's been on some, he's been on one. Last 2 weeks, 632 average, 932 WOBA, ISO 1,000. ISO. Butler been on one, man. It's gonna be Rooker and Butler for me. It's gonna be Rooker and Butler for me. Mm, mm, mm. That's the best of everything I've seen today. The last 2 weeks, he's 12 and 19, 5 home runs. I gotta get me an A's hat. All right, man. Angels in Seattle. Anderson. Hmm. Now, these boys been hitting lefties, man. Anderson's been on one though, and most of the time, since you know. Uh, is Willie Calhoun back? Is he hurt? What? I don't know, man. I've been wanting to bet on his ass. All right, so let's get down. He ain't throwing nothing but that fastball and that changeup. So they've been hitting lefties. Seattle been hitting lefties as of late. Kyle Raleigh, power is there. Look at that fly ball rate for Kyle Raleigh. Dang, 71. 33 barrel percentage. Isolated power 667. Shucks. Tyler Anderson. Pitching's best on the road. Mm. Whew. Pitching good on the road, boy. Blank the Cubs on the road. One to San Francisco Giants on the road. One to Houston on the road. One to Texas on the road. Four to Pittsburgh on the road. One to Cincinnati. Three to Boston on the road. Blanked Miami. 7 innings. Has he faced, who was they playing? Seattle. Last time he pitched, he faced Seattle. He gave up 4 earned runs. 4 earned runs. Yeah, so Seattle been hitting lefties. Let me see something. Seattle been hitting lefties. Cal Riley got a home run off him. Cal Riley got a home run off him. Okay. I don't know, man. Only 7.5. Big ass pitcher's park. Hmm. Um. Yeah, they are, man. How about the righties? Let's take a look at the righties, man. This is my least. I mean, the lefties. Let's take a look at the lefties. This is my least, you know, players I've picked from this team here. J.P. Crawford. J.P. Crawford has hit him. I just seen it. J.P. Crawford. He's 3 of 10 for him. All three of those were singles. So like, I don't know. He ain't striking out versus that pitch mix. 0%. I guess. It's not sexy to me, man. Straight up. Los Angeles Angels. And Miller is pretty good, man, at home. Rengifo. Miller's good at home. 1.88 ERA at home. Lefties and righties. 30% K rate at home to lefties and righties. Angels, what do they do in the strikeout department? 13th. Damn. No. 97 WRC plus. That's the last 30 days. What about the last 2 weeks? Top 10 is striking out, 98 WRC plus. How's he faced him? He had faced him, right? 6 innings, 9 strikeouts. He's faced him one time this year, 6 innings, 9 strikeouts. He on the IL? Yeah. Nolan Chanul. Look at Moniac, little old K rate versus this shit is down. That motherfucker used to strike out like a motherfucker. Probably still striking out. Do different pitches, but about the righties. I don't like what I'm seeing there. So I'm gonna consider. I'm gonna consider his pitching outs here. Um, Bryce Miller pitching outs at 16 and a half. I can consider that. I think I like that. I'm gonna consider that. I'm gonna write Kyle Raleigh down here, man, just in case. This motherfucker. I wouldn't. I can't bet on that game. Pitching outs lean towards the over pitching out for Miller. I live with the. If he, I think he can get to 6 innings. This is the last game right here. San Francisco and who is this guy? Who's this guy? Wait a minute. That wasn't what I just seen, was it? Oh, it was Snell up there. I don't feel like using my brain, man. Straight up. I don't know who's gonna be pitching for the Sox. I mean, for the Dodgers, man. What do we got? Ryan? Like, who the fuck is that? It's probably gonna be a bullpen game. It's over for me. The Dodgers rolling out this guy. The Dodgers are playing a roll call up Ryan from AAA following the All Star break. They hurt pitching bad. 32 Ks, 24 innings pitched. 32 Ks, 24 innings pitched. One home run, one bomb in 32 innings, 24 innings. We shall see. We shall see. What is he, a righty? He's a righty. A young righty coming up. I wonder if Snell getting ready to turn his corner right now. He just he just went in there and pitched great versus Minnesota. Um, Pretty good versus Toronto. He had back to back good games. Maybe he's turning it on now. This is what Snell does. Like he turns it on like on the second half of the season, man. So he could be turning it up right now. Let's see. Let's see something. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to just. What is he? Snell's a lefty, right? Let me just look at this real quick. Lefties. Dodgers versus lefties. 125 WLC plus on the season. Last 30 days, 89 WLC plus. K percentage is. I'm gonna temper my expectation on this last game here. I just don't know what to expect from Snell right now. Snell, I don't know what Snell we're gonna see right now. Numbers are kind of. Let me see San Francisco versus righties. 11th in striking out in the last 30 days. 95 WRC plus. Last 2 weeks. 11th in striking out. 98 W. Same shit. Man. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um, don't have nothing on that game right now. I don't because I still need to think about that game. So at the end of the day, it was a long stream because I was bored. I'm finna get ready to go to work now. But long stream. Good luck to y'all and y'all slips today. Good luck to y'all and y'all slips today, man. Long stream, man. But hey, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. All right. That being said, we went through what we went through. Have a great day.